Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. So for this week, what we're going to do is take a look at what's going on between you and your person, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get started, okay? All right. So what is going on with Gemini Spirit at this time, okay? Can I have 3 cards, please? Ooh. Okay, so give me one moment. Okay, so the overall energy for this week's reading is the Fool. This is talking about wanting to take a leap of faith, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, you are wanting to take a leap of faith when it comes to a relationship, okay? With the Hanged One, this is normally the Hangman. It is Pisces energy. This can talk about things being on pause or being on hold because you're letting go of things that no longer serve you. I feel like this is you turning yourself upside down to really take a look at the situation and really look at what's going on. Okay. For some of you, there may be some type of money issues going on because I see another Hangman card in my head that comes from another deck. And Spirit is showing me the hangman upside down. And in this particular card, there's coins falling out of this person's pocket. So for some of you, you may be having some financial issues, or this could be your person. All right. Underneath this, we have the Knight of Wands. It's a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like this is talking about, wanting to take a risk, wanting to take that leap of faith again that we saw with the Fool card. But this is a lot of times notoriously somebody who is in and out. So I feel like this is representing your person. And because this person was in and out with the 8 of Cups, you walked away from this situation. This is about you, Gemini, having dignity and knowing what it is you deserve. This is a beautiful card to see because it means you put yourself and your needs first and not somebody else's who is not taking your needs into consideration. Okay. All right. So you're going to have a choice at the end of the day is what Spirit is saying with this 2 of Swords. And, there may be some things that you're not seeing with this blindfold here. This could also represent your person because for a lot of you, they're in something with a third party and they're going to have to make a decision just like you're going to have to make a decision. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying the Fool. Oh, I don't like that, Gemini. Hold on. We're going to talk about it. Give me one moment. Okay, so to clarify the Fool, we have this hopeless card. This is what I was talking about when I said we're going to talk about it in one moment. I feel like because of this experience that you've had with this person, that this is the energy that it's put you in. Like you feel hopeless about your love life, and Spirit is telling you to not feel like that because you have somebody new coming. Okay. The last card here that we have for you is the 10 of Pentacles. So this is Spirit telling me that you are going to be put into a position where you have stability, security, you have a lifelong love, a life partner, and you're going to be able to have exactly what it is you want in your love relationship. But you have to get through this situation that you're currently in. Okay. For your person, we've got the nostalgia card. I feel like this is your person just thinking about the past. I feel like they think about the things that they did and the things that they did wrong. And I feel like even though this person realizes the error of their ways, they're still blaming you for everything. They feel like everything is your fault and that they didn't do anything. And like I said, don't kill the messenger because I'm telling you what Spirit is giving me. I'm not saying that this person is right, that the way that they've moved in this connection is right. Because like I said, you sit in this energy of hopelessness for a reason. Okay. And a lot of it has to do with this other person. Okay. So when it comes to the 3 cards that fell for you, we have the Page of Cups. Okay. Water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Somebody in this connection has Pisces placements. Okay. Because it's showing up here and it showed up before with the Hanged One. Okay. So this is about a love offer that comes along with an apology. So either you're wanting one, okay, with this Page of Cups, or this is your person wanting to give this to you. But this part of the reading is about you. So I feel like you desire an apology from this person, not necessarily a love offer, but maybe some of you want that. And there's nothing wrong with that, no matter what this card is saying to you. But with the Page of Cups, I feel like a lot of you feel like this person owes you an apology, because like I said, you sit in this energy primarily because of what this person has, I guess, forced you to experience in this connection. Okay. Then we've got the Four of Pentacles here. This can talk about holding back, holding yourself back. And it can also speak of you holding on to this connection. But what you got to understand, Gemini, with this connection is this person is all about themselves. They're all about self. They're not worrying about you and meeting your needs. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't be reading about this, right? You'd be in a relationship with this person. But with this Four of Pentacles, this person holds themselves back. Okay. And I feel like you're mirroring that energy with the Four of Pentacles as well. And this person is also holding on. And I feel like you're holding on too. I feel like for some of you, grudge match is what Spirit is giving me. That like the both of you are having a pissing contest to see who is, who's going to blink first, who's going to be the person to come forward first. And I feel like you're wanting your person to do this. And I feel like you feel like this is warranted and that you deserve an apology. And I'm with you. I feel like you deserve one too. But what Spirit is telling you is stop holding on to this, expecting this person to give you closure. You have to give closure to yourself. Okay. Then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. I told you, Spirit is telling you, you are headed towards something better. Okay. A lot of times it's funny. Spirit is giving me this story to tell. So when I was trying to manifest my person, this is when I was with the false flame. Okay. And I'm thinking the false flame was the person I was supposed to be with. I remember I used to like full on do manifestation, right? So I would script about who I wanted, how I wanted them, how I wanted my person to show up, all the energy I wanted them to sit in, so on and so forth, our relationship together, all this type of stuff, right? And I used to do my visuals or whatever, and what is it, sats or whatever. So then the twin showed up, the real twin showed up, and I went through all of this again. And eventually what ended up happening was the person I was supposed to be with was not the false flame. It wasn't the real flame. It is the new person. And so all of those things I was manifesting, because you know how sometimes they'll say when you're manifesting something, you sometimes you try to put a face on it of what you want it to look like or what you want it to be. But a lot of times it'll end up being something better than what you thought it was. Because like I thought that the false flame and the current flame, twin flame, was the person that I was supposed to end up being with. But now looking back, hindsight is 2020, right? I realized that what I was manifesting was an even better relationship than I ever would have had with those two people. But a lot of times, you're blinded by what it is you want, and you're not focusing on the fact or realizing that sometimes God knows better. I feel like a lot of times, the majority of the time, God knows better than we know. And he or she or they is going to give you exactly what it is that you truly deserve. And so I feel like this is what Spirit is telling you with this Ten of Pentacles card, that you deserve way better than what this person is trying to give you. So this leap of faith that you're wanting to take, you need to make sure that you're saving it up for somebody who is worthy, because this person that we're talking about, the old person, the twin flame, is not worthy of it. But this person that's coming towards you, this person is worthy of it. Okay, let me clarify. Page of Cups. These two, Spirit. All right, hold on. Four of Pentacles. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so let me say this. This Spirit is drawing my attention to this, so I got to say this. Look at the card, right? Look at how the older person, right? Look at them. Look at their skin color, all right? I'm not trying to make this about this. This is what Spirit is showing me. Look at the person, okay? This is like the new person, and I feel like this is y'all. Whether you're male or female, don't matter, okay? Because there's no gender in tarot. Look at this person and look at the. I feel like for some of you, your person is not going to be the same race that you are, or the same nationality that you are. Okay, with this Ten of Pentacles card, that's what Spirit is telling me. Because look at Look at the child. How the child looks like an amalgam of these two people. And then look at the mom. So I feel like Spirit is just telling you that for some of you, the person is not going to show up in the package you're expecting them to show up. That same thing happened to me. I talked about that in other readings as well. And at first I was like, no, I don't want it. If it's not what I want, I don't want it or whatever. And like I said, give it a chance. Okay. For those of you that don't want, you got something set and specific in your mind, give it a chance, because at the end of the day, it's about how this person treats you. Okay. I'm not sitting here saying that Spirit is going to give you somebody that you wouldn't be attracted to, because that's not true. But I'm saying that if you're expecting it to come in if you're African American and you're expecting it to come in the African American box, it might not come in the African American box. Or if you're Caucasian, or you're Asian, or you're whatever, it may not come in the same box that you come in. Let me just say that. Okay. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be any less than. If anything, it's even more, because what I was wanting, I realize now the person that they gave me is a cut above anything else I could have manifested on my own, is what I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay. So you're being triggered by this person. Okay. This Page of Cups to me is representing your person, and you're being triggered by this person. So these triggers. You got to sit down and work through these things, because if you don't, it's going to come up in the next connection. Okay. Even with the new person, it will come up, because people think that they can bypass this and just say, oh, I don't want to be with my person. And I can just find somebody new and just be in a relationship with them, and I don't have to heal this. Not true. You still got to heal it, because it's still going to come up. Okay. Then we've got with the Four of Pentacles. This is about you learning how to set boundaries. Okay. Learning that how to say no, and how to, when somebody is mistreating you or disrespecting you, how to put your foot down and not be afraid that, oh, they're not gonna accept me. They're going to reject me. If I stand up for myself. Because let me tell you this, if you're standing up for yourself, Gemini, and the person is walking away, or they're not okay with you standing up for yourself, it's not somebody you're supposed to be with. Okay. Because the person you're supposed to be with, you should be able to be yourself. You should be able to set boundaries. This is somebody that's supposed to applaud you trying to stand up for yourself. Okay. Anybody that's trying to bring you down to their level is not somebody that means you well. And I feel like that's what's going on with this other person with the TF. Okay. All right. So twin flame, for those of you that don't know what I'm saying. Okay. So with the Ten of Pentacles, you got the Passion card. That's so Spirit is telling you it ain't necessarily going to come in the package you wanted to come in, but this is somebody that you're going to have a lot of passion for. Because like I said, once I just put the gun down and really looked at my person and saw what my person was about, I told other signs this person is just like, they're like a male version of me, basically. That's how similar we are. A lot of the things that about this person, I'm just like, oh wow, I never would have thought that I'd be able to manifest somebody like that. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at what's going on with you and what's going on with your person. Give me 1 second. Okay. What's going on with Gemini's person, Spirit, this week? What is going on with Gemini's person? What is going on with Gemini's person? Okay. Okay, here we go. Can I have 3 cards, please? Okay. Okay, so when it comes to your person, okay, the card we have here is the Page of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is telling me that your person is very, curious about you. They're excited about the two of you coming back together, because this person does want to come forward and tell you the truth. Okay, this is what they're thinking in their mind. It doesn't mean that they're going to take action and do this. I'm just telling you what Spirit is giving me. Okay, and then we've got the Ten of Cups here. Okay, so this person is wanting to have family with you. Okay, and then we got the Eight of Pentacles here. For some of you, this could be the new person. Hold on, let me clarify and let Spirit tell me about this. Page of Wands, please. No, this is about the old person. Hold on. Okay, so this is about the old person. All right, like I said, we got the Page of Wands here. It's being clarified by a karmic family. So they've got family members just like some of you do, where, you know, there's tension, there's things that need to be resolved with this, you know, with these people. And, you know, that's what I feel like at this time they may be focused on. Okay, then we've got the ghosting card. It is talking about out of sight, out of mind, that this person has, you know, ghosted you. This could represent you ghosting them, okay, and them wanting to get back in your good graces with the Page of Wands, because the Page of Wands is about good news, okay. And like I said, them wanting to tell you the truth. But I don't feel like for a lot of you it's going to be the entire truth, okay. I feel like for some of you, this person is still dealing with other people, and it's a situation where, you know, they may try to keep that on the back burner and not want to tell you the truth, because they're afraid that if they tell you the whole entire truth of what's going on with them, you're not going to put up with it. You're going to be, you know, chucking the deuces, these type of deuces, and walking away. Okay. All right. So the three cards we have for them are the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Queen of Pentacles here, same thing, Earth sign. And then we've got the Justice card, which is Libra energy. So let me see these cards. Look, you and this person are mirroring. Look, you got that. They got the trigger card just like you did, and it came up under a page, because remember, it came up under the Page of Cups for you. So it's coming up under the Page of Pentacles for them. Okay, so this person was triggered by you just like you were triggered by them. Okay, they're wanting, deep down inside, what Spirit is saying is that they're wanting you, just like you want them to come back and give you an apology. This person is wanting you to come back and offer stability and a long-term relationship and all this kind of stuff, which to me, I know is crazy, right? For some of you, this could be them, what they wanted to offer to you. But for a lot of you, this person is trying to manifest you coming back into their lives and offering them this with the Page of Pentacles, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is how they see you. Okay, you got it going on. Like I said, Earth sign is someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You are focusing on your money. This could be them trying to focus on theirs as well. Okay, and then we've got optimism. Okay, so this person, like I said, even though they feel like they try to think like they're better than you, deep down inside, they know that you're a queen and they're a damn page. Okay, they're a page, because this is how my person show up all the time. The TF shows up like this, but the new person, they show up like a king or an emperor. All right, but this person always shows up like this. So this tells me that this person, even if they're not younger than you, they're very immature. Okay, so they understand that they dealing with a queen. Okay, even though they try to, that's their game, the breakdown game. They want to break you down. Like I always say, like it's kind of equivalent to a pimp and a prostitute. Not calling you a prostitute, okay? It's just an analogy, all right, to explain to you what is going on. This person knows that you are better. That, I don't want to say better, that you're on a higher level. Let me say that you take a different path. You deal with things differently than they do. You are, you know, you try to focus on being from the light and not, I guess, rolling or marinating in your shadow. Okay, but that's what they're doing with the egoic and the prideful energy. And so they understand, like I told you, that they have to elevate in order to be with you, right? And so they're trying to build up their optimism to do it, but not having healed themselves. They're trying to pretend like they're coming up to your level by giving you all these stories about, yeah, we're gonna live like this, and I'm gonna put in this work, and you know, you won't ever have to feel like you out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles, because we're gonna be together. But look at this, Three of Cups. Whenever this card shows up in the three of Swords, Spirit is telling me, screaming at me, third party, third party, third party. Like I told you, for a lot of you, this person is still in something with somebody else. And I keep putting this card in your face because I want you to understand the type of person you're dealing with, because you don't deserve this, Gemini. You deserve somebody who's going to be there for you. Okay, have your fucking back and be ride or die, as ride or die for you as you are for them. Okay, so there is somebody else coming though with this Ace of Wands here. Okay, this is going to be somebody that does not hold themselves back with this Four of Pentacles. Look, there's your Emperor. Remember I told you my person shows up as a king or as an emperor. Okay, only time they show up as a knight is with this Knight of Pentacles card. So Spirit is telling you there's somebody that's going to come along that's going to shake your damn foundations, and they are going to help you heal from this energy and give you the strength to continue walking away from this person. Okay, all right. So like I said, this person is trying to gas their heads up, gas themselves up to be able to come towards you. Okay, but justice is a calling with this Justice card, Libra energy. They are going to have to pay for what they did to you. That's why I tell you, don't worry about trying to get no revenge, because this person is gonna get theirs. Okay, because they're in for some hardship. If they already have not been going through hardship, they're about to start going through hardship, or maybe this is Spirit saying that they don't really know hardship, but they're about to know it when they get to watch you walk away from them into the arms of somebody else. Okay, all right, so let's get some messages from your person, and then we're going to get a message from Spirit. Okay, okay, here we go. So we've got I can't be with you, then we've got I miss being with you. All right, I do love you. And then we've got I watch your social media. So we know this person watches you. We know they got feelings for you. They oscillate back and forth. Okay, they go back and forth. 1 minute they all in love, they want to be with you. It's like this, and then the next minute they mad at you. They feel like everything was your fault because you didn't sit and take their shit, and so on and so forth. Okay, this person goes back and forth with how they feel about you. Okay, all right. Let's clarify. I mean, not clarify, but let's get some messages from Spirit. Okay, so we've got two cards that fell. The first one says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we're always united, for love transcends time and space. Nothing is missing. Okay, I feel like this is from the new person. And then we've got emotions are, oop, I didn't mean to show that. Hold on. There you go. So it says emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So this is Spirit telling you that you've got to let go of the resentment that you carry for this person. Yes, I'm in agreement with you that they owe you an apology, but you can't hold your life up waiting for that, because I was partly doing that at one point, before the contract got broken between me and my person. I was sitting in this energy like, they owe me an apology. They need to come back and apologize, so on and so forth. I had to get past that. I had to find forgiveness and closure on my own and completely let this person go, because I don't want nothing stopping the new love train. Okay. I want my new love. So everybody's different. Like I said, and there's nothing wrong. If you want the old love, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just telling you, my thought process and where I am. But for me, I don't want the old. I want the new, because the new, like I told you, it supersedes anything and anybody else I've ever been with. Okay. All right. So I hope this helped, Gemini. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today, for the month of September, we're going to take a look at what's going on with you, your old person, and the new soulmate that is coming. Okay, so it's going to be all three of you. All right, this reading is going to be called the Love Triangle. All right, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Give me one moment and we will begin. Okay, Gemini. Your overall energy for the reading for the month of September is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is talking about, you standing in your power. Okay. You are single. I feel like you're, loving life or doing the best you can to love life, to get past whatever you went through with the old person with the twin flame. Okay. This Nine of Pentacles card is the epitome of what Spirit wants you to be. This card and the Empress card, because this is someone who attracts people to them. They attract things to them, okay, in manifestation. They don't chase things, things come to them, okay? Underneath this, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is card number 10, and it is talking about destiny. So this is a soulmate card. This is Spirit saying that you have a soulmate coming towards you, and it is someone that is, destined to be a part of your life, okay? This is someone, like I said, that's going to be the opposite, the complete and total antithesis of the person that you were with in the twin flame situation, okay? Hold on one second. Okay, then we've got the Strength card here. This is Leo energy. It is talking about believing in yourself, I feel like, first and foremost. It can also speak of holding yourself back. This could represent you holding yourself back from the old person. It can also speak of the old person holding themselves back from you, because I feel like that for a lot of you, that was the problem. That was what was happening, that you were trying to open up to the old person, to the twin flame, but the twin flame was turning their back on you. Okay. But the Strength card is about you overcoming, like, opening up your heart, opening up your mind, and, overcoming like obstacles that you have in your life. It's very similar in a certain way to the Chariot. Okay. And underneath this, we have the Knight of Wands, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. With this Knight of Wands, this could represent, the older person, the energy that they were in, the twin flame coming in and out of your life. Because, the Knight of Wands, is very passionate, but at the same time, that passion, because it's so much passion, it doesn't always last. Okay. It doesn't always last as long as it should. Okay. Because they're coming in with so much of it, because people that are characterized by this card, a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, are somebody that they lack staying power. Like, they'll come in a certain way and show you, put on this united front, but they can't keep it going. Okay. All right. So you're going to have a tower moment with the Scorpio, with the Scorpio energy here. Okay. There's going to be a testing of the foundations. This could represent what happened between you and the twin flame in the past, and the fact that, this old foundation of people mistreating you and not giving you what you deserve in relationships. All of that is being swept away with this Tower card. Okay. Because with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is representing you, the type of relationship you want: grounded, stable, committed, long lasting, something that's going to stand the test of time. And that's where you're headed. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying this Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So let me see. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Here we go. So the first card that fell, this is for you. This is you, I feel like, paying attention to the guidance that Spirit is giving you. Okay. It's talking about, guidance coming from your higher self, coming from Spirit, coming from anybody around you, even in the 3D, somebody that, with wisdom. So I feel like you're paying attention to the people that are going to guide you in the proper manner. Okay. When it comes to the old person, the twin flame, we have the guilt wounds card. So this person is dealing with, feeling sorry, using guilt. They use guilt to manipulate people, and they're afraid to set boundaries. So I feel like this person is just going through a very big period of guilt. They feel guilty for the way that they treated you, because like I told you, even though this is someone who is worrying first and foremost about getting their needs met, they still have a conscience at the end of the day. And when you do something wrong, you got the angel and the devil sitting on your shoulder, and then the angel is like, you shouldn't have done that, that wasn't right, so on and so forth. So I feel like that's what's going on with this card. Okay. With the new person, this is how the new person is coming towards you, the soulmate. Okay. This person is willing to go through hell with you. All right. And I feel like this is what you've always wanted. Okay. Not to go through hell, but somebody where if there's hell involved, somebody who's going to be there with you through it all. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to move to this first card here. This first card represents how you feel for the twin flame. So we got the Three of Wands. This is talking about like waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like for a lot of you, this is talking about you trying to move past this, not you waiting for this person. If you are waiting for this person, I feel like it's you're waiting. Spirit is saying waiting in vain. I don't know. I'm hearing that waiting in vain, but I feel like it's you waiting because you may be expecting an apology, or you may be expecting this person to find their mind wherever they lost it and to come towards you in the proper manner. Okay. Because some of you may still be holding on and still wanting things to work out between you and this person. Okay. So the card we have for you, yeah, it says receptive. Okay. So I feel like no matter what, whether you want to be with the older person or you want to be with someone new, you are trying to stay open to what is happening in life and not shut anything down or turn anything down. Okay. All right. 3 of Wands. Okay. And so spirit is guiding your twin, and they're getting signs from spirit. I don't know if they're listening to them. I don't think that they are, when we look at the way that they're acting, but spirit is trying to guide your person. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about free will. So it's whatever, this person is deciding to do, but that doesn't mean that the karma is not going to catch up to them and they're not going to get, whatever, they're not going to reap whatever they've sown. Okay. All right. So the second card we're going to take a look at is your feelings for partner B. Okay. The partner B is the new person. So we got the five of wands here. Okay. And it says strife at the bottom. So not the, let me see. Yeah. 5 of wands. So with this card, this, I feel like is saying that this is going to be somebody that's going to come in and want to compete for, your love. Okay. For some of you, you may not be open to this person because this is someone new. Okay. Some of you may be closed off because of what happened with the twin flame. You may not be at a place where you're wanting to let anybody new in, but I feel like spirit is telling you to not look down your nose at this person, to give this person a chance, because some of you may still be trying to get something from the twin flame, because sometimes you have that. Sometimes it's a thing that the one that got away and all this kind of stuff, but this is old, outdated thinking. And I feel like what spirit is trying to tell you is that this person was just in your life, the twin was just in your life to teach you a lesson. Okay. And that you need to take that lesson and move forward, because there is somebody else coming into your life, like I said, that's willing to fight for you, whereas this person wasn't doing anything, wasn't doing anything except running from you. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Okay. 5 of wands. Okay, so we've got the assertive card coming up for you. All right. So I feel like this is about you learning how to assert yourself without it escalating and becoming a disrespectful or a, I don't know, just without upsetting people and without upsetting yourself with this assertive card. This is about you learning how to set boundaries and not being afraid to do so. Okay. When it comes to your person, we've got this thorns, painful love. So this could speak of like the soulmate. This is the soulmate card. This is a card, clarification card for the soulmate. This could be a situation, like I told you, for a lot of you, this person is getting out of something just like you are. So in the past, I feel like they've been through similar circumstances as you with your twin, not necessarily a twin flame relationship, but in relationships with people who did not value them, who, mistreated them, and did the opposite of what you're supposed to do when you're in a relationship with someone you care for. Okay. All right. So this third card here is representing the twin flames feelings for you. So we've got the Ace of Wands here. Okay, you know what this is talking about, right? This is like the passion card. So this person has a lot of passion for you. It is talking about them wanting to have a fresh new start with you when it comes to love. Okay, let's clarify and see what Spirit is saying about it. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Okay, so Spirit is telling you that this, when this person comes back to you to want to start over with this Ace of Wands, it's going to be in divine timing. Okay. When it comes to your person is doing work. They're like doing research on this connection to try to understand more, like why they can't walk away from it, why they can't completely let you go, why they're still having all these feelings when they feel you, walking away from them. Okay. And then we've got the chaos card. So that's what you got to remember, that when this person comes towards you, they're still in the old energy. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be, because it takes a while for you to get to a point to where you can sit in the proper energy to sustain a connection like this, like a twin flame connection. So this person is still going through their own, battling their own demons, is what Spirit wants you to know. All right. So when it comes to the soulmate's feelings towards you, you need to look at this. Okay. It's the Ace of Pentacles. This person is wanting to give you what it is you want. Remember the last card I pulled up out of the deck here, the overall energy pile? It was the Queen of Pentacles, right? So when we were talking about something strong, stable, committed, long lasting, and that is what the new person is wanting to offer you. Okay. For a lot of you, this person already knows who you are. They may have already been watching you. This person already has feelings for you. So they are coming in wanting to be in a relationship with you. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Ace of Pentacles, please. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So let me get one for you. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So you want romance, and that's what this new person is going to be coming in wanting to do, that because this is somebody who wants to be with you and to be with you for the long haul. This is not somebody who wants to come in and hit it and quit it like the other person. Like I said, I was telling you, I'm not saying the twin doesn't have feelings for you. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is they're not leading with that. They're leading with the lust, is what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay. But you're, like I said, because you got 2 aces on the board already, and this person is leading with what you truly want. Okay. All right. So we've got 2 cards to clarify. The first one, look, businessman, provider, stable. This is somebody, or businesswoman, if you're a man, because the men watch my channel too. So this is going to be somebody who comes in and wants to provide for you. They want to make sure you're okay. They want to make sure you got everything you need to be all right, to function, to have a good life. Okay. And then we've got waiting on you. So I told you, this person knows who you are for a lot of you. Okay. And they're waiting for you to catch up to where they are. But let me tell you this is going to be somebody who is not going to try to force you or push you into something before you're ready. So if you meet this person and you're just not ready because you're still dealing with the residual energy or the residual situation that you had with the twin, this person is going to meet you wherever you are. If you just want to be friends for a little while, they're going to be fine with that. This is not going to be somebody that's in this just trying to get what they want, and they don't care if your needs get met or not. Okay. All right. So the outcome card. Oh, look, Gemini, the sun. So this is Leo energy. So one of the both of you may have Leo placements. Okay. So this is again talking about the soulmate coming in. And if you decide that you want to be with this person, this is going to be somebody that really, really, really makes you happy. Okay. Because this is the strongest card in the deck, and that's what's coming out as your outcome. So if you play your cards right, you're going to end up with somebody who is really going to make you happy, and you're going to make them happy as well. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Sun. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. So, okay, the first card that fell is the Karmic Family card. Remember, Gemini, if you got somebody in your family where, you know, the two of you don't see things eye to eye, you're constantly at odds with each other, okay? This is coming up in this relationship reading because Spirit is telling you this is something you got to take a look at because it is going to hinder your ability to be happy. That's why Spirit is calling your attention to it. This is something that you need to work on and you need to heal. Even if it means that you got to go your own way and this family member has to go their own way. Okay. Because I talk a lot about that. I talked a lot about that in last week's readings with different signs about how, you know, because this card comes up for me as well. There's somebody in my family, the same thing happened, but I just had to cut it off. Okay. I'm not advising you to do that or recommending that for you, but I'm telling you that you got to come to some type of resolution with this person and you have to forgive whatever they've done so that you don't bring it into this relationship. Because if you really want to be happy, you got to let all this shit go. You got to forgive the twin. You got to forgive this family member. You got to forgive all this stuff because you don't want to go into any relationship, any new relationship like this that's going to make you this happy and be, you know, be dragging in that old baggage because that's not you anymore, right? So if that's not you, you got to get rid of it, okay? So we have the nurture card here. Spirit is telling you this is going to be a relationship where you nurture and you get nurtured by the other person, all right? Okay, when it comes to your person, okay, the first card, it says gradually working on bettering this connection. So like I said, this person is in it for the long haul. They're going to match your energy. Okay. The way you come at this relationship, that's the way they're going to come. Okay. If you need more from this person, they're going to level up and step to you in the way that you need, because this is someone, like I said, that wants you in their life for the long haul. Okay. So this is like for a lot of you, a potential life partner. Okay. Then we've got the tantric sex card coming up. So you and this person are going to be very experimental when it comes to, you know, when it comes to your sexy time. Okay, it's going to be a situation where, you know, you may have kinks. It may not be the ordinary sex. I feel like it's because you're going to be so in love with this person and so open with them till they're going to have you to where you can truly be yourself with this person in all areas. And I feel like that's going to translate over into your sex life as well. Okay. Then the last card we have is the Two of Cups. So this is a strong connection, a mutual attraction. This is going to be a beautiful relationship. So don't turn a blind eye to it because you waiting on somebody in the past, you know, because that's like a old pattern, Gemini. Okay. Trying to hang on to somebody who don't want to be with you like that. Okay. Like I said, because it don't matter. He or she can love the hell out of you. But like I said, that's not what they're leading with. This is not somebody who's coming in like this new person and wanting to give you the world. This is somebody who's wanting to come in and just take whatever the fuck they want to take. And they expecting you to stand there and give it to them. Okay. Without trying to give you anything. Okay. Or whatever it is they want to give you. Like I said, they want to give you the D and the P, but that's about it. Okay. They don't even want to let you know how they feel about you. They're not even trying to tell you anything until they feel you fading away and they see you in a situation with somebody else. Because I'm telling you, the way this is being timed, it's going to be a situation where this person comes in and is trying to put you back where you were, not trying to better the situation, but trying to put you back where you were so they can come in and out with that King of Wands, Knight of Wands energy, and play around with you and then go off and play with other people. And like I said, if that's what you want, okay. But if that's not what you really want, Gemini, and I feel like that's not what you want, you got to start looking at other options, okay? Because I'm feeling a little bit of resistance here with some of you. Like you may still be trying to wait on the old person, the twin flame, to come back and make this right. But you got to live your life, because that twin flame is out there living his life, his life or her life. They out there playing around with a whole bunch of different people and living their best life. And you need to be doing the same, but you need to be doing it with somebody else, because this person don't care about you like the one that's coming. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're getting messages first from the twin flame. Then we're going to get messages from the new person. Okay. So we need to let each other go. Okay. So like I said, this person they're not trying to marry you and all this. Like I said, they may come in trying to tell you that mess, because they're going to say anything they can to get you to stay stuck, to get you to stay right where they want you, to have you right where they want you. But you got to be smart, you got to be discerning, and you got to realize, okay, you about the bullshit. Okay. Then we've got, I miss seeing you. Like I said, so this person, you may have stopped going to places that they're at, or places that you normally hang out at, or maybe you haven't been there in a while. And so this person they've been trying to watch you. And or maybe, if they watch you through social media, maybe you don't post like you normally do, or maybe you've blocked them from being able to see what's going on in your life. So I feel like that's why that message is coming out. And then the last one we have is, I admire you. But like I said, don't let this stuff get your head all messed up, because this person is not caring about you the way you care about them. Okay. I'm not saying they don't have the feelings, but like I said, the feelings don't matter if the actions aren't backing them up. That's what I'm telling you. Okay. Okay. Let's see what the new person wants to tell you. Okay. So for the new person, you make them feel like a kid again. Okay. Like I said, this person really, I feel like they really, really admire you. I have so much passion and desire for you. It drives me mad. Okay. But this is not just passion and desire. This person, there's love behind it as well. Okay. And then we've got, I remember the first day we met like it was yesterday. Okay. So for some of you, like I told you, this person already knows who you are. Okay. This could be somebody from work. It could be somebody that you've seen a few times. You may have interacted with them a few times, and maybe you didn't think anything of it, but you left an impression on them. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get a message from Spirit before I let you go. Okay. So this is the front of the card. Okay. And then it says reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. All right. So let me say this. For those of you who are wanting to go back to the twin, I mean, it's your choice. But what I'm trying to tell you is that until this person goes through their transformation, goes through their spiritual awakening, you're going to continue to get what you don't want, get the treatment and the behavior that you don't want from this person. And you have to realize that you don't know how long it's going to take for them to go through this transformation. So what are you going to put your life? You got to ask yourself, are you willing to put your life on hold for somebody who, number one, is not even prioritizing you, but then number two, is not even prioritizing themselves and their own healing? You got to think about that. Okay. Because whatever we're giving to ourselves is going to be a reflection of what we're going to give to other people. And so if this person ain't even caring about their own selves and their own well-being, then why the hell you think they're going to care about yours? That's the question. Okay. I'm just giving you what Spirit is giving me. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Okay. If the person is an asshole, I'm going to tell you they're an asshole. If the person is going to treat you right and be about their business, I'm going to tell you that's what it is. You got to be, like I said, discerning and look at what is going on, because I'm telling you, at first, I didn't want to be with the person that, is coming for me at first, because they wasn't showing up in the package I wanted them to show up in. Okay. And so you got to get all that crap out of your head. And so now I'm like telling Spirit, I'm like, thank God y'all didn't let that deter y'all from bringing this person into my life, because this person is like a really good person. And I'm like, to think that I almost screwed it up because I'm still looking at somebody from the past that didn't do what they were supposed to do, that didn't step up. So I'm telling you this because I've been through it, and I'm telling you, don't shoot yourself in the foot you know, or what is it? Don't cut off your nose to spite your face, because you know you looking for an apology for this from this person, or you looking for them to show up and do the right thing, and you thinking in your mind that they're going to eventually do that, and they may do that, but it could be 10, 12 years down the damn road, or like I told you, they may come to you to want to fix things, but not be in the right energy, still be doing the same old shit they doing. And you don't deserve, Gemini, to have half a person or a third of a person because they playing around with other people. Because you got to think about health issues. What is this person, you know, bringing into your life? Because apparently they not really caring if they out there like that in the streets. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do, but you need to make sure everybody else is down with it and they okay with it. Because if everybody's okay with it, then okay, I stand corrected, you go ahead with it. But I'm saying, this person, I don't think, from the majority of y'all, from what I hear in the comments and the conversations we've had and stuff like that, everybody is looking for their person to be. Because see, me, I don't that's not my thing. Like I said, I'm not judging anybody else, but it's not for me. But what I'm telling you is I feel like a lot of y'all don't share either. And so if knowing that, don't mess the new thing up, the potential new thing up, for something old where there's no guarantee this person is going to change and become who you want them to become. Because just because they showing up in a package that you like, it don't mean that what they have for you is going to be what you want. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Okay. So I hope this helped, Gemini. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on in your love life, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we go, Gemini. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Tower. So it is Scorpio energy. It is talking about, you know, a long-term situation changing. Okay, some foundations being torn up. Okay, because this could herald like someone coming into your life. This could represent a change that you're making when it comes to your love life. It's going to be, you know, it could be a lot of different things. We're going to clarify to see what this is. Okay. Then we've got the Two of Pentacles showing up here. This can talk about, you know, you needing to make a decision, but it can also speak of you juggling. This could be your person, your twin juggling, or, you know, this could be you and the new part, you know, you juggling the new person and the twin. Okay. Then we've got the Eight of Swords, excuse me, not Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands showing up here. This is talking about communication coming in. Okay. It could be from the twin. It could be from the new person. Then we've got the Empress showing up. This is Taurus Libra energy. And it is talking about, you know, the need for you to keep your heart open. Okay. Get more in touch with your softer side. This could represent, you know, the twin needing to do this in order to open up to tell you how they feel. Okay. This reading is not supposed to be about the twin. It's supposed to be about the new person. But if the twin is going to come in, you know, they do that because a lot of times I'll read for myself and the twin will show up, and I'm not even paying attention to that person or wanting any information from them. But it's like they're taking every chance they can get to come forward and communicate with you, because for a lot of you, you've shut this person out, you know, or the two of you are in no contact. And so they are trying to get in touch with you energetically and tell you what they want to tell you. Okay. All right. So let's start by clarifying this Tower. Okay, one moment. Okay, so Okay, we got a lot of cards. These cards, Spirit? These three? These? Okay. Okay, so we've got two cards that fell here. The first one, in conjunction with the Tower, is a vibration. All right. So this is Spirit saying that, you have a change coming, a long-term change coming. This is a good change, even though the Tower, sometimes change is not going to be easy, even when it's positive change. So for a lot of you, this could represent you going from being single to being in a relationship. For others of you, let's try it again. This could represent, you breaking up with the twin. It's, because everybody's going to be at a different point in this reading. So with the vibrations card, I feel like Spirit is saying to hold a stable vibration. Don't be all the way up here. Don't be all the way down in the dumps. Try to keep it even keel as much as you possibly can. Okay. And not let it, if it drops into a point where you may be feeling bad or you may be feeling sad, there's nothing wrong with that. But, work through those feelings so you can get back to the neutral state, because that's the state that you need to be in to manifest what it is you want. Okay. Then we also have the free will card. Okay. So I feel like Spirit is saying, you have free will, just like, the people that we're talking about in this reading, which we're talking about the soulmate and the twin. They have free will as well. Okay. So you can do whatever it is you choose to do. And the other people, the twin and the soulmate, can do whatever they choose to do. I feel like Spirit is telling you that, these are recommendations on what to do in order to get what it is that you want, which I feel like a lot of you, it is a relationship. So in order to get this relationship with a soulmate, there will be certain recommendations made. I feel like something with this energy, because I don't normally stumble over myself like this. So I feel like Spirit is saying, you will be given certain recommendations in this reading, and it's up to you to decide what it is you want to do at the end of the day. Okay. All right. So the first placement we're going to take a look at is the situation. So we have the Six of Wands and we've got the Seven of Wands together. Okay. So I feel like what Spirit is saying with this card is that, you're waiting on your dream lover, because I hear Mariah Carey in my head singing Dream Lover, Come Rescue Me. And I feel like while you're waiting for this person to show up, you are trying to defend your energy. You're trying to, put up a barrier, I feel like, to stop anybody else from coming in, or anybody that doesn't mean you well. And, we all know that we're talking about the twin. Okay. I feel like this new person is going to come in and they're going to fight for you in this situation. Okay. So that I feel like both the twin and the new person are going to show up at the same time. And it's going to be a thing where, when the twin comes in, I feel like you're already going to have something set up with the new person, and they're going to have to, they're going to try to fight for you. I don't feel like a lot of you are going to be okay with that, but I feel like that's what's going to happen, because it's like this person has just been sitting and waiting and not doing anything, or living their best life, or whatever the hell it is they're doing. And now all of a sudden they're wanting to, come in and try to, circumvent or mess up what you got going with this new person, because the new person that's coming, like I said, this Six of Wands card, Spirit is telling me it's the person that you've dreamed of, the person that you've been trying to manifest, the type of relationship that you've been wanting. This person is going to, come in like that. This is going to be somebody who is very devoted to you with this Six of Wands card. Okay. And they're going to be, if the twin comes in and tries to start any shit, okay, they don't want that smoke, because this new person is coming in and going to be ready to fight for you. Okay. With this Seven of Wands card here. Okay. All right. So the next placement we're going to take a look at represents the challenge in the connection. So the challenge is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles can speak of, the need to have patience. Okay. Because this may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen next week. For some of you, it may not happen next month. Okay. But you have to stay the course, continue to work on yourself, focus on yourself and self-love and the things that you need to heal. you know, it's specifically the triggers that the twin brought out in you when the two of you were together, or had your go round, whatever you want to call it, your situationship. Okay. And so spirit is telling you the focus needs to be on taking care of those triggers so you don't drag them into this new connection. Okay. Because in the fifth dimension, you and this person are already together, the soulmate. Okay. That's why this person, you know, saw you when they saw you for the first time. You know, for a lot of you, this person instantly fell in love with you. Okay. There is soul recognition between the both of you. So like I said, when you see this person, like when you really see them, it could be somebody that you already know and you just haven't really, you know, really looked at them and really understood what was going on. Because I feel like once you really do that, you really take a look at this person, you're going to realize that this is your person. Okay. All right. The next card we're going to take a look at represents the guidance from spirit. Okay. We have the Mother of Pentacles. This is normally the Queen of Pentacles, earth sign, or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You may have those placements, or your person may have, or you both could have it. With the Mother of Pentacles, this is spirit saying, you know, for you to provide a stable and grounded, you know, connection, not connection, or stable and grounded foundation for yourself first. And when the new person comes in, they're just going to build upon that. So what spirit is saying by this is for you to be focusing on yourself. Like I said, do the healing, look at the things that you need to take care of, you know, start to work through those things. You got to show spirit that you have learned the lesson from being around this twin, or whatever you went through with the twin, and you're ready to move forward into a relationship. But in order to do that, you have to look at things, you got to assess so you can move forward. Okay. It's like same thing, like if you're running a business, right? And you have some type of thing happen. Let's say something, you try to launch a product and the product fails. Okay. You got to go back and assess and find out why that happened. That's why that Seven of Pentacles is showing up as well, because it's not only about hold on for a second. I'm sorry. A text message just came through on my phone. I got a message on my phone. I was trying to see what that is. Anyway. Oh my gosh, hold on. Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and your person, okay, in your love life. So it could be the new person, it could be the old person. It's whatever spirit wants to give you, okay? So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Let me do this again. Okay, here we go. So, one second. Okay, overall energy for this week's reading, Gemini, is, excuse me, the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands can talk about burdens, and I feel like that's what this is talking about when it comes to your love life. I feel like for a lot of you, your love life has become a burden because of the things that you've recently experienced. Okay, you've had someone be very disrespectful, breadcrumb you, you know, do all these things that you didn't deserve, and all you were trying to do was love this person. Okay, so underneath this we have the Lover's card. This is Gemini energy, your energy. It is talking about the choice of wanting to be in a connection with someone where you vibe on every level with this person, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. I feel like that's what you tried to do. This can also be a card that represents the twin flame experience as well, but I feel like you are looking for the perfect match for you. Okay, underneath this is the Ace of Cups. And I feel like spirit is saying that there is a new relationship coming, okay? Or a rekindled romance for some of you, because this new person or the soulmate could be someone that's, you know, from the past that may be showing up in new energy, okay? But with the Ace of Cups, I think the most important thing spirit is talking about, Gemini, is you having that love for yourself, that self-love, because the self-love is what's going to guide this new connection to come into your life faster, okay? Underneath this, we have the Eight of Wands. So it is talking about communication coming your way, okay? And it's swift, quick, fast communication with the Eight of Wands, okay? Because you are closing out a cycle with this World card. I feel like you're, working on yourself, trying to open up new doors and opportunities for yourself by overcoming certain personal obstacles that had to do with what happened between you and your twin, okay? So we're going to start by clarifying this Ten of Wands. Give me one moment. Ten of Wands, please. Okay, so you are all about your bag with this abundance card. This is about you focusing on the things that are going to bring you happiness. If you're not doing this, this is the recommendation from Spirit for you to move forward and focus on your abundance, focus on your creativity, focus on the things that you were put here to do, okay? When it comes to your person, we've got them being detached. So this is somebody who is, I guess, neither here nor there when it comes to the connection. It's like they've backed off and let go, and they're basically sitting in the energy of being okay no matter what happens in the connection. Okay. All right. Let's clarify one more time. Ooh. 1 second. Okay. So we have the butterfly that fell. Okay, so for a lot of you, you may be seeing butterflies. They may be very important at this time, okay, because this is talking about the transformation, the metamorphosis that you're going through. So it's about, evolving and growth, the next phase of your love life, healing your inner, come on, let's get it together, healing your inner childhood wounds, and also releasing the past, okay? So this is about you letting go of these certain things so you're not dealing with the residue of them in your next connection, okay? We also have the Not Today card. I feel like this is representing your twin. It's talking about, them being hurt, still being hurt about the situation, because I feel like for a lot of you, this person has basically blamed you for everything that went wrong in the connection, when in all actuality, for real, it's them. They're the ones who, tore this connection apart and didn't allow it to grow or to become what it could have become, because it could have been something great if the both of you had been sitting in the energy where you were ready to receive the love from each other. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the card we have for you this week, we've got the Two of Pentacles. So this is talking about you juggling. You could be juggling, two different people in a romantic context. It could also talk about you juggling like just two different things. You may have two different jobs. You may be transitioning from one career into another one. Okay. Because this card just used to show up for me a lot before I got back into, reading tarot. This could also just represent you trying to balance out certain things in your life, like maybe the dark and light sides of your personality, or like, you trying to do shadow work to become a more balanced person. Let's clarify. Okay. So Spirit's got a lot of messages for you today because a lot of cards been flying out. This is about you learning how to stand in your own independence. Okay. So this is like the Nine of Pentacles card. Sitting in stillness, okay, because this is what's going to help you get through this situation. Meditation helps a lot, okay? And then we've got shame, all right? Feeling painful humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. Okay, we're going to talk about this card again. It shows up quite a bit, okay, for you and for Cancer. And I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell you with this is that what happened in this connection with this person happened, okay? There's nothing you can do about it. You can't go back and redo it all over again, because if we could do that, this would be a completely different life, right? You wouldn't even need a tarot card reader. So I feel like with the shame card, Spirit is telling you don't be ashamed of sharing your love with somebody, of opening up your heart and trying to let someone in, because that's a beautiful thing, Gemini. There's nothing you should be ashamed of when it comes to this, okay? You did the best you could in this connection. It didn't work out, but I feel like it wasn't because of you. It was because of this other person. Because if you got two people in a connection, Gemini, and one of them is determined to tank the connection, or determined to not see it work, or sitting in the type of energy to where, they don't believe that you can make it work, or they don't believe it can have longevity, then it's almost like you're in the relationship by yourself. Okay. All right. So let me get one more card. So we've got seduction here. Okay. It says attraction, teasing, hooking up and dating, third party situations, and temptation. So I feel like this card has a dual meaning. For some of you, this is talking about the twin and how the twin, you know, like pretty much teased you, you know, wanted to just hook up with you, date you just to hook up. And it wasn't, they didn't have commitment or marriage or anything like that on their minds, is what I feel like. Okay. I feel like you were a temptation to this person, because look how the woman is like, you know, sucking on the lollipop. You know, that's what I feel like. It was just a total temptation to this person. Okay. When it comes to the new person that's coming into your life, this is about you and this person, you know, having a lot of attraction, you know, for each other, teasing each other, you know, dating each other. Okay. This is going to be a very healthy connection between the two of you. I feel like, you know, the negative aspects of this card have to do with your twin, and the positive aspects have to do with the new person. All right. So Spirit is advising you to cut off this new person, to cut it down. Okay. It's about you cutting out this person. You know, you and this person are in a period of separation. Okay. Spirit is telling you, you have to cut these patterns out of your life where you're allowing people because you have feelings for them. And like I said, this is normal. This is in no way you being berated by what happened. Okay. It's normal for you to want to give your all and love somebody and open yourself up to it, and, you know, treat them as well as you can, and so on and so forth. That's what you're supposed to do in a relationship. But I feel like Spirit is saying it's who you're choosing to do this with. Okay. But in this situation, you got caught up. Hold on one second. I'm getting over a cold. Excuse me. Okay. You got caught up in this situation because, you know, these feelings were strong. This was unlike anything you've ever felt in your life. So you have a right to feel the way you feel, to feel betrayed, to feel hurt, and to even feel ashamed. But you shouldn't be, because it was a positive thing. I feel like you rolled with the punches. Like, you got sucked into this connection. Okay. You didn't see it coming. You didn't expect any of these things to happen. And I feel like you rallied and you tried to do your best. Okay. And so what Spirit is saying, you and this person are in a period of separation now. This is about you stopping these patterns and realizing it's not that you're giving the love. It's not that you're wanting to open yourself up to the person, but it's who it is what Spirit is saying. And it's how they're treating you. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the next two cards we're going to take a look at, this represents the placement of the person, the other person. So this could be the new person, or it could be the old person, or it could be both. Okay. So we've got the Queen of Cups, which for me is Scorpio, and it's talking about somebody having a lot of love for you. And then we have the Seven of Wands, someone who is like protecting their energy, trying to, you know, stand up for themselves, so on and so forth. Okay. This can also speak of, I feel like this is talking about the new person, because the Queen of Cups is, like I said, it's talking about someone having a lot of love for you. This person is an empath just like you are. They have psychic abilities. And with the Seven of Wands is talking about, you know, anyone who's wanting to be in a connection with you, having to fight for you. And this person is willing to do that. And I feel like that's what this is about. This is Spirit saying, this is the energy that the new person is sitting in, the soulmate. Okay. Let's clarify. Yeah, see, this person, I love it. I love the energy. The energy feels so good. So they're going to be wanting to date you. Okay. Like I said, I told you the seduction card here. That's what this is talking about. So this person is showing up on both sides of the connection. They're showing up on your side and they're showing up on theirs. Okay. And then we've got the compromise card. This is somebody who's going to bend over backwards to make it work between the two of you. And I feel like when you see the way that they respond to you, it's going to make you want to do the same thing, because you mirror each other. All right. Just like you mirrored certain things with the twin, you mirror things with this new person as well. Okay. All right. Let's get one more card here. Oof. Okay. There's the twin flame card there. It's talking about, you know, union and duality, complement, polar opposite. So I feel like this is the way Spirit, the reason why this card is coming up is Spirit is just, we're comparing and contrasting what has happened with the old person versus the new, so you can see certain things and make certain connections so that it will aid you in your healing journey. Okay. So I feel like Spirit is saying, okay, let's look at the twin flame now. we've gone from someone new coming into your life, bending over backwards, wanting to compromise, wanting to date you, to someone who just wants to hook up. They have feelings for you too. They love you, but they're not leading with the love. They're leading with the lust. This is like a game to this person. Like I said, they're wanting the attention. They're wanting you to coddle them. They're wanting you to give everything to them without them having to give you anything. If this person could be in something with you and never have to give anything in the connection, they would be fine with that. And that right there is, one of the red flags to tell you that something's wrong. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the energy between you and your person, we've got the King of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. This is a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Ten of Cups. Okay. So what Spirit is saying is that they're comparing and contrasting the twin flame versus this new person, so that you pick up what they're putting down about the differences, because some of you, I feel like this is not going to apply to everyone. Okay, Gemini, some of you are still romanticizing what happened with the twin. Okay, and that's normal. Okay, this is not a thing where people are saying, oh, that's no good, or you're no good because you're doing that because you love this person. So that's normal for you to do that. But Spirit is trying to show you the differences, so you'll realize that this person is not about your best. They don't have your best interest at heart like this new person does. Okay. So with the Knight of Wands coming in here, okay, we're going to read this a couple of different ways. So with the Knight of Wands, this is talking about the energy that this twin flame sits in. Okay. They come in and out of your life. They come in with a whole bunch of passion, right? Enough passion to knock you over on your side. And they're telling you all these things. Yeah, I want to be with you, mirroring everything that you're saying, when in all actuality, this person only wants to hit it. Okay. They only want to, like I said, they only want their attention. They only want the sex. They only want the things they can get from you, and they don't want to give anything in return. Okay. But when it comes to the new person wants something long-term, stable, and committed. Okay. They see their future, the rest of their lives, if possible, with you. If you agree to that, and the two of you are able to come together and come to an agreement, this person wants to spend the rest of their lives with you. That's why the King of Pentacles is showing up here. This is someone who is very stable. They're very committed. We talk about this all the time. They're grounded. Okay. And together with the Knight of Wands, even though the Knight of Wands is normally someone who is in and out and does not take anything seriously, I feel like Spirit is saying that this is somebody, together with the cards, is what they're talking about. So this person has a lot of love for you. They're coming in very passionately, but the passion is backed up by love. It's not just, I'm sexually attracted to you. It's not just that. It's that I love you. And the love is boosting the sexual attraction and making it show up off the charts like it is with the Knight of Wands. Okay. And then look, we have the Ten of Cups. So this person wants a family. They want longevity. They want to blend families. If you have kids and they have kids, or one of you has kids and the other one doesn't, they want to blend everything together, and for the two of you to create a beautiful life with each other. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah. Excuse me. You're burnout when it comes to this situation. Okay. You've been through this situation. I feel like, the things that this person did. I mean, I just really feel like they did a number on you, and my heart goes out to you, because I've been in this energy before. You just want to throw your hands up and be like, fuck it. I don't want to be with anybody. Okay. So when it comes to your person, look at this, Gemini. Okay. This person sits in divine masculine energy. So this is someone who has worked on themselves. They're very balanced. Okay. They're all about, loving you and protecting you. I hear Minnie Riperton in my head. Loving you is beautiful. No, loving you is easy because you're beautiful. So, that song where it goes la 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 la. I'm not gonna sing it. I'm just giving you some of the lyrics, but it's an older song. But anyway, this person is saying in this song, from the lyrics I'm getting, Spirit is telling me this person is saying that they want nobody else can make them feel the colors that you bring. Okay. And they're saying, stay with them while the both of you grow old, and then you can, and you're going to live each day in the springtime. So this is somebody that's like, it may sound, I don't know, a little corny, but I think it's cute. I think it's sweet. I think it's beautiful that somebody thinks about you like this and that loves you like this. Okay. And so we've got, look, the commitment card. So this person is not messing around, Gemini. They're serious about you. Okay. So I feel like Spirit is telling you these things so that you'll keep the faith and understand that you don't have to be with this twin flame. You don't have to put up with this BS. You don't have to go in and out, let this person come in and out of your life and walk all over you and stuff. And I know, like I said, from experience, that when you get into a connection with somebody like this, and the feelings are feeling and the love is loving, you want to be with this person, and you see all these things, the commitment and the longevity with this person, but you got to look at how they're treating you, because a lot of us put on those rose-colored glasses and we stop looking at what the person is really doing. Okay. And so Spirit does not want you to continually be in something with this person, because they're in and out and they're going to continue to hurt you. And Spirit is about learning lessons, but not about, you sitting there and continually going through something very painful when you don't have to. Okay. All right. So when it comes to, wait, let me get this. Let me get one more card. Make sure that give you everything they want me to give you. So yeah, you and this person is going to be passionate, and look at this person. It's going to be very passionate connection, intense, insane chemistry. Okay, it's going to be off the charts. You can have a beautiful relationship with someone else. It doesn't have to be the twin, because if they're not treating you right, because even if it was the reverse and it was the soulmate treating you jacked up and not the twin, I would be telling you to go towards the twin. It's whoever is going to give Gemini what Gemini deserves. That's what I feel like, because I feel like you deserve to have somebody who is like this. Insane chemistry. You have sparks between each other. You have fun. There's equal interest. Okay. So this person is going to be telling you how they feel before you can even open up your mouth to say something. I feel like this is somebody that's very truthful. Okay. They don't play around, because they've been through a lot of the same stuff you've been through. Okay. And as I've told you before, I'm not saying they've been through a twin flame connection, but they've been through connections where they weren't valued just like you weren't. Okay. So they understand what is happening, and they're wanting to come in with you, and for the two of you to come together. And like I said, when you get with this person, it's a burning desire between the two of you. You're going to understand why all the connections you went through with people, all the shit you went through in the past, why it didn't work out. You're going to completely understand it, and your person's going to understand it as well. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the outcome, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, towards Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody ambitious. This is representing a new person. They're very ambitious. Okay. This is someone who takes their time. Okay. They're not very, what is the word? Very impulsive, like your twin was. Okay. Because the twin, they see something, they want it, they go after it, they jump up in the energy and tell you all this shit. And, they come forward and, oh, yeah, it's this, and big gestures and all this crap. And then 5 seconds later, they running away. They running away to go off to do it with somebody else, because this person cannot sustain this energy. Okay. But this is the type of energy you want to be in. It may be the slowest night in the deck, but this, like I said, it's grounded, it's stable, it's going to stand the test of time. This is going to be somebody where when you sick, they're going to take care of you. If you, let's say you skinny, when you get together and something happens and you gain weight, or you have kids and your body changes, this person is still going to love you, still going to look at you the same way. This is unconditional love that you're getting, versus, some fly by night. Yeah, passion and good sex and all of that is beautiful. But I don't know about y'all, but at the end of the day, I want somebody who's going to be there with me when I'm old and wearing my damn depends. So that's the way I'm looking at it, because this person, this is somebody, you ever hear those stories, Gemini, about like men or women, they get married to someone or get in a committed relationship with someone, and they've been with this person for years, and then something happens medically, like they get sick or something like that, and the other person has to take care of them, and then they get left, the other person leaves. This is the type of energy this person is. But hell, it wouldn't even get to the point where they would be there when you were getting sick, because they too busy going, in and out. They too busy messing around with other people. So you don't want this. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve this. The only way you deserve something like this is when it's being connected to something else, something of substance. Okay. So like I said, this new person is very passionate. They're very passionate about you. I feel like they're passionate about their career, the things that they do. I feel like they're focused on living living their life to the fullest. Okay. So they do things that they love to do. They may be a business owner, have their own business. This is somebody who is enjoying the hell out of life, but I think they've gotten tired, because see how the wolf is laying there? I feel like they've gotten tired of being by themselves, and they now want somebody, but they don't want just anybody. Okay. They want somebody of value and of substance who's going to be there at the end of the day. And like I said, when you both wearing depends, you're going to take care of each other, that type of thing. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify. Yeah, see, teamwork. This person is all about teamwork. They're all about compromise. They're about the two of you. They know what it takes to make a relationship work, and they're willing to do what is necessary. See, look at there. It's your soulmate. It is your soulmate, baby. Okay, let's get one more card. So we got the coffin. So it's about new beginnings, because this mess here gotta die out. And I don't mean the person. I'm talking about your connection to this person has got to die out, because you moving on to bigger and better things. Okay. And so sometimes there has to be a tragic ending in order for something to begin anew. All right. Okay. So now we're going to get some messages. We're going to see what's going to happen, because you're the third sign I've done this week, and the twin just love to climb up in the cards. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull the cards for them first and let them say whatever the hell they want to tell you. Then we'll get the soulmate cards. So hold on one second. Yeah, that person is already in love with you, that new person, because the Minnie Rippin' in that song is just singing in my head, just going. So it says, I'm afraid of getting too serious. I was hurt before. So this twin has been hurt by other people, and instead of them trying to heal themselves, they just sitting in the night of Wands energy, just going in and out, just doing whatever the fuck they doing to other people. And so this is what happens. This is what you become when you don't heal yourself. It becomes a situation where hurt people hurt, right? So that's why it's important for you to heal certain things, because you don't want to mess this up. Okay, you do not want to mess this relationship up, because like I said, this relationship has the potential to stand the test of time. And some of you, it's going to be, let me tell you, they gonna come. It looks like for some of you, they gonna be in a different package than what you expect. And by that I mean, you see it's an interracial couple on here. All right, don't let that dissuade you. Don't let that stop you from open yourself up and give this person a chance. Because I was like that too. I was hardcore. Oh, I want a black man, this and that, whatever. Because that's the way, I'm African American. That's the way I identify. But my person is not African American. And so at first I was like, no. But then, seeing the person, seeing how they function, how they act and stuff like that, I came to really, 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 really like this person. So you gotta, like I said, everything's just not always going to come to you exactly the way that you want it to. Sometimes the better thing for you is coming in a different package than what you'd expect. Okay. Because it's at the end of the day, it's about how this person treats you. It's not about whether they black or they Latino or they this or they that, whatever, nationality, if they're Caucasian or whatever you want to say, Okay. So we've got, I love you today, tomorrow, and always. I was just a fool for not admitting it earlier. Okay. This is still the twin. I never expected to fall in love. Like I said, this twin didn't even realize they were in love with you in the beginning. Don't forget about me. I haven't forgotten about you. Okay. Like I said, when this person comes, you know why they coming, because you getting away, and they don't want you to get away. They want to keep you under their thumb. They want to keep their foot on your neck so they can control you and do what they want to do when they want to do it. All right, one more time. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, they coming out in these cards too. I need space. This separation is needed right now. I miss the feeling of your body on mine. I am healing. Please be patient with me. I don't think your person is healing. I just think they're saying that. And then I miss us. Okay, so this is why I end up, I know y'all probably tired of seeing these cards, these soulmate cards, but that's why I end up with these cards, because when I try to do other cards, I specifically bought these cards, right? So that I could have newer messages. I'm probably going to have to make some messages. That's probably what I'm going to do. But I, every time I try to do it, this person is just trying to get in. They're trying to say whatever. Like I said, I feel like for a lot of you, because you've cut off connection to this person. All right. Okay, so we've got I daydream of our future together. Like I said, this person is already making plans, honey. They already thinking about rings. They thinking about what it's like for the two of you living together and having kids together and so on and so forth. What it's going to be like. This person's daydreaming about all those things. Then we've got your voice has a therapeutic effect on me. I could listen to you for hours. Like I said, this is somebody that's about substance, because you don't normally hear people say stuff like this about, oh, I love your voice, or I love, how you got beautiful skin, or I love the way you got beautiful eyes. That type of stuff it's not somebody that notices things like that about you, Gemini. They really really like you. It's not a just a sexual thing. Okay, you're so damn beautiful that I freeze in your presence and fear making a fool of myself. Okay, all right, let's try these old ones that I had made. Okay, so we've got we belong together. My love for you is real, never doubt it. I won't ever stop loving you. I hear Michael Jackson. I just can't stop loving you in my head. Okay. So, like I said, this new person is all about you, Gemini, and that's what you deserve. You deserve to have somebody in your life that's all about you. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get some messages from Spirit with the Divine Love Oracle. So we've got vulnerability. The situation is challenging someone to take the risk and be emotionally available and open. So this is Spirit telling you to keep your heart open. I know this other person tried to stomp on it, tried to break you, tried to drag you, tried to humiliate you and do a lot of fucked up stuff. But if you don't keep your heart open and you don't allow this new person in, if you decide to be with them, you are allowing the twin to win. Okay. Then I'm what is it, rhyming? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, then we've got memories. It says past events and times together are fondly remembered. So this person, this is about the twin thinking about you. Like I tell you, they lay in bed at night and think all kinds of stuff about you. All right. Okay, now we're gonna get some Black Hollywood Oracle cards. Let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you before I let you go. Okay. Okay, so we've got main attraction. It says someone can't keep their eyes off you. You are the leading star. You are the center of attention. So this person, the new person and the old person, they both watch you. Okay, I feel like the new person has, altruistic intentions, and the old person is nefarious. The old person is trying to learn how to control you. The new person is learning how to approach you, so that when they come towards you, I just saw 3113. When they come towards you, they know they don't want to, like I said, they don't want to fuck this up. This is very important to them, because like I said, you are the one for them. Okay. Then we've got harvest. It says you planted the seed that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, you are now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So this is about you reaping what you've sown. So you've put in the work on yourself. Those of you, who are, moving forward, deciding to be with this new person, you are reaping the rewards of you walking away from this twin. So like I said, if you walk away from this twin, there's a lot of beautiful things waiting for you. It's not just the love, it's money. It might be, I don't know, a new vehicle for some of you, whatever it is that you've been wanting, the things you've been wanting. Spirit is going to give you those things, but you gotta walk away from this person. It's about you learning the lesson. Okay. All right, Gemini, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please have a good day, a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and your person, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're looking at new love today. It's not old love, okay? If the twin shows up, I can't stop that from happening, but the focus today is on new love, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, Gemini. Ooh, hold on, we almost there. This is the right card. Okay. All right, here we go. So the overall energy for this week's reading, Gemini, is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. You may have Leo placements. Your person may have. This is talking about, I feel like believing in yourself is the first thing that's coming to me. It can also speak of like holding yourself back emotionally as well. Okay. It's about building up courage, like courage, inner strength in order to do what it is that you're wanting to do. Okay. Underneath this, we have the Three of Wands. This is talking about waiting for your ships to come in. Okay. And then underneath this, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. And walking away. And I feel like a lot of you Geminis walked away from an older connection, okay, a twin flame connection for a lot of you that was no longer serving you. And so this took a lot of strength, and Spirit wants you to be proud of yourself for doing this, because it wasn't easy. Because I feel like, you had a lot of love for this person, even if they weren't showing it to you like they should have. Okay. Then we've got the Emperor card showing up here. This is Aries energy. I feel like this is representing the new person coming in. Okay. This could be you standing in your power as well, with the Emperor card. And then we've got the Two of Swords showing up here. There is something that you may be refusing to see when it comes to your love life. We're going to, look at this and see what else Spirit wants to tell you about it. And then we've got the Judgment card. Okay. This is Scorpio energy, and it's talking about a second chance when it comes to your love life. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying the Strength card. Okay. Strength. Okay. To clarify the Strength card for you, we have the Hopeless card. Okay. I'm sorry to see this. I feel like, you're still trying to come off of what happened with this other person, like you having to walk away from them. For some of you, it may still be fresh. Okay. So with the Hopeless card, I feel like you've just lost a lot of, what is the word? A lot of hope when it comes, or a lot of faith in your love life, a lot of trusting in your love life, because I feel like a lot of things have 333 on the camera have blown up in your face when it comes to this connection. Okay. I told you the person's gonna show up. I told you the twin may show up. So, they're going through a period of chaos themselves, but I know you don't, most of you don't really care about that. Okay, when it comes to the new person, okay, they're showing up as coming in as vulnerable. And this is the energy that Spirit is saying that you must embody as well. Someone vulnerable, even though I know you went through a hard time with this other person. That's why Spirit is telling you to take the time to heal yourself, so you can stand in this energy when the new person comes. Okay. All right. So the first card we're going to take a look at represents your goals and desires for the new relationship. So we've got the Three of Cups showing up here. So you're wanting to celebrate this connection. You're wanting, union, you and this person to come together and reconcile. And the reason why we say reconcile is because for most of you, this person is from a past life. Okay. So you've shared many lifetimes with this person before, and you're about to share another lifetime with them again if you decide that you want to be with them for the long term. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. To clarify, we're showing you, standing in your warrior energy. All right. So this is about you just being balanced, okay? Standing in your energy, being independent, and knowing your worth, knowing what it is that you deserve. And so Spirit is saying that in order for you to accomplish this goal that you have with the Three of Cups, it is about you embodying this energy, and that's what's going to bring this Three of Cups energy in. Okay. All right. The next card we're going to take a look at represents your person, the new person, the soulmate, okay? And it's talking about their goals and desires for the relationship. So we've got the Knight of Cups, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. With this Knight of Wands, I don't know why I'm saying Knight of Cups. This Knight of Wands energy, this is talking about, this person wanting to take a risk, okay? They're wanting to come towards you, and they're wanting to do it with a lot of passion, okay? They're ready to come on in and let you know how they feel about you. Because as I've told you before, Gemini, this person is already in love with you. They already know who you are. They're ready to be with you, and it's serious. They're not playing around. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. So we got two cards that fell here. We got this one is saying it's over. I feel like what this card could be talking about is, remember, I've told you before that just like you got out of something with somebody, this person has recently got out of something with somebody as well. And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying, that the sun is going down on this the last connection that this person was with. I mean, was that this person was in, the last person that this person was with. And so, it's over. That's why it's showing up here. We got your twin showing up here, wanting to forgive, needing to forgive themselves and needing to forgive other people. Okay. I'm going to show you what it is, even though I know that's not what, this is not what you're interested in. Okay. All right. So now we are moving on to the next two cards, which represent where you are in this relationship right now. So we've got the sun showing up. Okay. This is Leo energy showing up again. Okay. We had Leo with the strength card. Now we've got it again with the sun. So this, I feel like, is talking about you in a period of healing, because the sun is very healing, right? The sun comes out, things grow, things flourish, all these types of things. And I feel like that's what this is talking about. And it's also talking about your desire to be with the soulmate, okay, with the sun card. It's also talking about just things that were in the dark coming to light. So there may be like secrets and things coming out that weren't coming out before, but this is a soulmate card, the sun. So it's talking about your desire to want to be happy and to be in a connection with the soulmate. Okay, let's clarify. Yeah, so this is about alignment. Okay, so in order for you to be in this energy and to be happy, Spirit is saying focus on the things that make you happy, and get into alignment, and it'll be, it won't be difficult for you to bring this in. Okay, this happiness. When it comes to your person, the new person, the soulmate, the energy where they are in the relationship right now is the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is what I was talking about when I said, "Ooh, okay, Gemini," when I first was dealing out the cards, because this is about this person either wanting to have a new relationship with you or to rekindle a romance. And the reason why I'm saying rekindling is because, like I said, it's a past life connection for a lot of you, and for some of you, I feel like it's a very small amount. This could be somebody from this lifetime that is coming back with new energy. They've done healing and work on themselves, and they're ready to come in and be a different person. But like I said, at the end of the day, this is your choice. You can decide who you want to be with and who you don't want to be with. All right. Okay, let's clarify. Okay. Ooh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so to clarify the Ace of Cups, we got the signs card. So this is Spirit guiding this person to you with this Ace of Cups, okay? This person has worked on themselves. They love themselves. And now they're wanting to come and give that cup of love to you. Their cup is overflowing, and they're wanting to offer it to you. Then we got the commitment card. So like I told you, this person is not playing around. They are not trying to get together with you to have a relationship just to see where it goes, for y'all to just date a little while. This is not just some sexual, conquest. You're not some sexual conquest for this person. This person means business. They want to make you, lock it down and make this, make you their life partner. Okay. Okay, the next card we're going to take a look at represents what's the obstacle in this connection. And for you, we have the Four of Cups. So this is about, this can be about boredom, losing interest in your love life, a lot of apathy, you being angry, okay? Angry and upset and depressed about what's been going on in your love life. But you got to get it together, Gemini, because Spirit is telling you, you got a whole other love coming towards you with damn rings. This person want to marry you. This is not some kind of fly by night thing or whatever the hell the twin was doing to you. It's not that type of thing. And I know it's crazy that this would show up right on the heels of something that you had that blew up in your face with this other person. But this is your reward. So with this Four of Cups, this is about you looking at the new option, the card. Because remember, there's a cup in the Rider-Waite version of this card. There's 3 cups in front of the person, and they're sitting and leaning against a tree, and they're staring at those 3 cups. But all the while, over here on the right, they got Spirit holding a big old cup, which is this cup here, holding this cup out to the person, and they're so transfixed on what happened in the past, those 3 cups, because that's what that represents. The past situation. So you may have been a part of a third party situation. For some of you, it may have been 3 separate incidences where you got mistreated, okay? And you're focused on that. And so you focusing on that is what's going to keep you and put you and keep you in this hopeless energy. So what Spirit is telling you, you got to stop focusing on that and focus on what they're trying to offer you. Look at this cup, because a lot of times in some decks, there are, the guy that's in the card is looking at the new cup. But in this deck, it looks like he's looking at some stuff over here, okay, which would represent the older cups. So Spirit is telling you to stop focusing on what happened in the past, okay? It's time to move on from that, okay? I'm not in any way trying to trivialize what you went through, because I know it was heartbreaking. I know it was earth shattering, because you really loved this person. You thought this was your person. You thought this was who you were going to end up with. But sometimes things don't work out the way we initially thought, think that they're going to work out, is what I feel like Spirit is saying. And so with this Four of Cups, this is about you moving through this energy, healing what you need to heal, get out of that hopeless energy, and prepare for this new person that's coming in. And I feel like that's why the Strength card is coming out as the overall energy, because Spirit is saying it is time for you to believe in yourself and to overcome these obstacles that you feel like that are in your way, the things that happened to you in the past. If you heal them, Gemini, they're gone. And nobody can bring anything like that to you anymore. Nobody can trigger you like that anymore, because you've healed it. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify. Okay. So we've got, see, look. That's why you gotta let this shit go, Gemini. Let it go. Because look at what you would be blocking. Okay, like I said, for those of you who want to be in a relationship, because everybody's not wanting to be one, and if you're not wanting to be in one, I'm just wondering why you watching the tarot card reading about love if you don't want to be in a relationship. But to each his own. Okay, so with this reconciliation card, Spirit is telling you, this is the cup that Spirit is trying to hold out to you. Okay, and I understand. Sometimes it's difficult to move on when somebody kicks your teeth in or rips your heart out. It's difficult to move on. I get it. But you got somebody spectacular. That's the word I'm using to describe this person. Spectacular, waiting for you, that's willing to, go at the pace you want to go and meet you halfway. And they understand what you've gone through, because they've gone through similar circumstances. So I'm just going to say it like this. It would behoove you, if you want to be in a relationship with this person, to be actively healing yourself, be actively working on this, be actively forgiving this other person. Okay. Like I said, it's not giving them a pass. It's not saying what they did was right. Okay. Because one thing you got to understand about forgiveness is 9 times out of 10, the person you're holding a grudge against, and look, I am like one of the queen grudge holders, okay? I used to be the damn queen, okay? Anybody that know me will fucking tell you, when I get mad, it's all over. It's all over, especially if you done did it a whole bunch of times. I would be holding some shit against you. I'd be on my deathbed, be like, you remember you did that shit? I used to be like that, but I had to let it go, because like I said, when I felt that love from my person, ooh, 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 baby, I was like, okay, I gotta let this shit go, because I'm not finna mess up my, blessing, my good time that's coming towards me because of some shit somebody else did, some energy that somebody else chose to be in, and I just got hurt. I caught the fallout from some bullshit. Let me say that, because like I told you, this twin is fucking everybody over, not just you. Okay, so I'm not trivializing it. I'm not saying that they were right to do whatever it is they did, because some people, that y'all get upset. Some of you, it's not everybody, but this is for those of you who get upset and think I'm siding with the twin. I'm not siding with the twin. I would never sit here and tell you you deserve to be hurt by somebody. I would never tell you no shit like that. Okay? But I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm gonna tell you what the hell is going on. Because if you want this love here, Gemini, you're gonna have to get up off your ass and do the healing. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Okay? And I'm telling you as an air sign, one air sign to another, because I'm a Scorpio, but I'm also an Aquarius. All right? So I'm telling you this so that you know, because I can tell you this and I can be blunt about it, and you're not gonna take it no kind of way, because this is one mental to the other. I'm doing this. This is on the mental plane, okay? And you're not gonna take it the wrong way, because you know what I'm saying. All right, you know what this is about. You know what it is you need to do. So you got to get on it and get away, because what this other person, the twin, they want you to stay stuck. They want you to stay in this energy and have apathy and be hating life and hating the world and stuff like that, because when you're stagnant, they feel like they can come in and control you and do whatever the hell they want to do to you. And I know y'all don't want to talk about the past. You don't want to talk about this other person, but I have to do this to give you a shake, but to remind you of the type of person, the caliber of person you're dealing with when you're dealing with this twin, and how ignorant they are, and the way that they think, how crazy it is that they think. Okay? Because when I sit up and Spirit tells me some of these things that this person is thinking, I'm like, they got to be out of their damn mind. But this person's whole soul goal with you is to keep you stuck, so they can use you and abuse you and do whatever it is they want to do, go in and out, sleep with you if they want to sleep with you, and they want to take from you. Basically, let's just break it down to what it is. They want to take from you, Gemini, and not have to give you a fucking thing in return. If you would just stand there like a fool, I know you're not gonna do this, but I'm just saying, if you were to just stand there and be foolish and let this person just do whatever they want to do, they would be fucking happy. That's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you this stuff, because you need to remember who you dealing with when we talking about this twin. And this is what this person wants from you. It's for you to be stuck and to be stagnant like this. And if you be this way for the rest of your life, they good with it. They're okay with it. Okay? All right. But like I said, you got somebody coming that's trying to take you out of all of that, that's willing to go at a pace that's comfortable for you, because they went through something similar to what you went through. Like I said, it's not necessarily a twin flame situation, but they went through something just like you did, and they understand where you're coming from, and all they're coming with is love and commitment. And like I said, they want to jump on you too. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and tell you that you don't, because I can feel the energy. I can feel the desire, the passion coming from this person. Okay, and it's just shooting all up. I can feel it. Okay, let me just say that. But it's being at the forefront of everything is love. That's the difference between this other person, the twin, and this new person. Okay, all right. So when it comes to the new person, their obstacle, 5 of Wands. So this is going to be competition, because there could be other people besides the twin that are going to come towards you. Okay, you're going to have a lot of different options, and the reason why this is happening is because Spirit wants you to learn how to put yourself first, Gemini, and be like, okay, what do I need? Who is meeting my needs the way that I need to have them met? Because see, in the past, we all been doing this. All 12 signs been doing this, letting the other people walk all over us and worrying about what we bringing to the table for them. But fuck that. Fuck all that. We not dealing with that no more. What we're looking at is Who is going to give to us? Who is going to treat us properly? Okay, because we done with that. We finished with all that with the twin. We not doing that kind of crap no more. Okay, who is going to give to us? Who is going to put us on the damn pedestal? Who is dreaming of us at night? Who is bending over backwards to meet our needs? That's what you're looking for. That's why you're going to have a whole lot of options, and that's why this person is going to have competition. Okay, all right, let's clarify. This one, Spirit. All right, I'm gonna pull another one just in case. Okay, yeah, this person is coming. This is somebody very generous. Okay, gift giving. Okay, may be one of their love languages. All right, so they're coming. They see you, and I also feel like this is like a double meaning. Okay, with this card, that they're literally coming with a gift, but they also see you as a gift. They see you as a blessing in their life, and that's the type of person you want, Gemini. We don't want none of this other BS where this person is treating you like the card says, the key, key on the ring, one of many. No, you want somebody that sees you as the prize. Okay, and this person sees you as that. Okay, then we've got music. It says messages received through music and lyrics. So you may be picking up on some messages coming from this person. Like I said, if you have random music showing up in your head, if you have random music playing in your mind, 9 times out of 10, listen to what it's saying. Okay, because if it's some nice stuff, but like I said, it could be the twin doing it to you too. Because I still pick up things sometimes from them. Because I hear. Okay, let me. I'm gonna give y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'll give y'all a thing because I usually don't talk about this. So one of the songs that I hear from this person, the twin, that song. It's a reggae song, and it goes no, 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 and it's like you don't love me, and I know. Now that song plays all the time in my head, and I'm like, where is this song coming from? I said it got to be coming from him, because it can't be coming from a new person, because new person is other stuff that comes to mind from them. Okay, it's like songs about love. Like I get a lot of Justin Timberlake and things like that in there, and it's a lot of different songs, because it's been stuff been going back and forth between me and this person for a long time. But I'm telling you this. Like if you hearing stuff in your head, sometimes you need to go and find the song, look it up, and look at the lyrics, because a lot of times it's one or the other of the people trying to communicate with you. Okay, all right. Let's see. So now we're gonna get some messages from Spirit. Let's see what they want to tell you, and then we'll get some messages from the new person. So like I said, don't let this person keep you stuck, Gemini. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that, because then they've won. Don't let them do that to you, because that's garbage. That's straight garbage for somebody to do that to you. See, look at the bottom of the deck. See, they trying to come at you at the bottom of the deck. Twin flame. Okay. So we've got retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you to recharge. So this is about you taking that time to yourself, okay, to prepare for this reconciliation, for you to get out of this Four Cups energy and get out of this hopeless energy here. Okay, stop feeling hopeless about your love life. Okay, Spirit has got a beautiful person waiting in the wings to be with you, but you gotta stop sitting in that hopeless energy and start to do the work on yourself to prepare yourself for this reconciliation. Okay, then we've got chemistry. It says the attraction you feel is mutual. So like I said, this person got a lot of juice for you. I'm saying juice. Got a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry. I can feel the chemistry between y'all. It is like off the charts. Okay, then we've got, look, we got the commitment card showing up here, and marriage. Okay, so like I said, Spirit is telling you this person, okay, they're trying to move towards a sacred union with you. They're looking at you as their life partner, and I feel like for a lot of you, this is what you've been wanting from the very damn beginning, is somebody to just come in and be right and treat you the way you deserve to be treated, so you can have the type of relationship you want to have. And Spirit is telling you the person is here now, but don't tank it, don't mess it up, because okay, let me say this. I used to do this too. There are some people, they get hurt and stuff like that. They get into this energy of feeling hopeless, And this Four of Cups energy, this apathy, this boredom, and just, this card can talk about disillusionment too. It can also talk about like depression, like you feeling like the magic of life is gone. Because for a lot of us, especially us females, I'm not saying the males that are watching, it's not the same for you, but I'm just speaking, for as a female to the females, because I know this to be true, but I'm sure it's true for most of you as well. With this energy, right? We want to love and be loved, right? You want to love and be loved, and if you don't have love in your life, it feels like something is missing, right? But this is about having the right love. That's what spirit, that's the lesson, the whole lesson when it comes to this, what you went through with this other person, and then now you got this person on the heels. And I know some of you are like, but I'm not ready. This person just drug me and dragged me and did all this stuff to me and stuff like that. And I get it. Okay. I get it. I understand it. But like I told you, everything don't come, Gemini, when you want it to come. Okay. So Spirit is not telling you to go to sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow and be completely and totally healed from this. That's not what they're saying. They're not asking for, a situation like that, because that's not feasible. That's not what they're wanting. What they're wanting is for you to start to make steps towards it. Okay. Because like there are things that I'm being told to heal, not about this person, because I've already dealt with him and forgiven him. So it's not about that, but it's other things in my past that I have to heal as well. But what I do is I work on it every day. I don't sit down and go balls to the wall all day long and expect to heal something that's been in my life for fucking years in one day. That, like I said, don't put all of that stress and all of that stuff on yourself, all that heaviness on yourself. Just start to take a baby step. What they say, the journey of a 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So start making efforts to go in that direction, because you got to show spirit that you not trying to sit in this energy, that you really do want what it is you say you want. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we are going to get some messages from the new person. See what they want to tell you. I can't, like I said, I can't guarantee that this other person might, ain't gonna show up. All right. Okay, so we've got, you are my everything. You are my good vibes. You are the butterflies in my stomach. You are the person that when I think about you, I smile. You are the feeling of total happiness. You are the warm feeling of being loved. You are the sunshine that breaks through the clouds on a rainy day. You are the reason why my life feels complete. You are my everything. So this is from the new person, okay? Like I said, you are everything to this person. So why wouldn't you want to get it together so you can be with this person? This is like your dream person, the person that you've always wanted to be with, the type of person you've always wanted to be with. So we've got mortality in you. You make mortality look beautiful. I find myself wishing I was someone else only to grow old with you. You're a flash of light in the dead zone of my timeline. So like I said, this person really sees your value, and they, like I said, all they want to do is be with you. This is not somebody with some type of ulterior motive trying to, get something from you or whatever. Well, they want your love. Of course, they want your love. And of course, but it's like I said, I feel like the attraction and all of that, it stems from the love, that it stems from the love and not just from lust and so on and so forth. Because there's nothing wrong with lust. You want to be in a relationship. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody where they love you, but they're not lusting for you. You want somebody to lust for you, lust for you. But you don't want that to be the only thing, because that type of shit can die out pretty quickly, right? So let's get some other messages and see what else they want to tell you. Okay, so we've got you're everything I want and need. Okay. Then we have I miss you more and more every day. Then we've got I can't imagine a life without you. So like I said, this person is like serious. Okay. This is not, there are no games being played here. Okay. All right. So now before you go, I'm going to get you a romance angel oracle card, and then I'll let you go. See, because that with that twin, it was unrequited love. Okay. It's saying that spirit is saying there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Look, I cracked the deck. Look what's in the middle of the deck. Very soon, spirit is saying clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Now this person is about to show up, so you got to get yourself together, Gemini, you got to get it together, because we not trying to miss this train. We miss the other train all day long, the old train, the twin flame train. But this soulmate train, you got to come on. You got to come on and catch it. All right, because I'm on the damn train and I'm holding out my hand for you to grab it. Okay. See, past life relationship. It says you have known each other before. Okay, and then look at the passion. This looks like a picture from a romance novel. Look at how he's grabbing her up and like all nibbling on her ear. You don't tell me you don't want this. Or look, males that watch me, make it fit. Make it fit. Look at how she leaning into him. That's what you gotta tell yourself. Look at how she leaning into him and how she want him to put her hands all over her. So you gotta look at it like that. But yeah, so you got somebody that sees you the way you truly are, that you're amazing. You're an amazing person, Gemini. You deserve to have somebody that's head over heels like this for you. But in order for you to get it, like I tell y'all, nothing comes for free, right? In order for you to get it, Spirit is saying you got to kick yourself in the butt and get out of this hopeless energy and get out of this Four Cups energy, okay? Stop feeling like, the world is against you, because it's not. You got some beautiful things coming, and it's not just love. You have money coming. You're supposed to be focusing on your passions, on the things that you want, because you got some beautiful things coming, okay? All right. Well, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and your new person in your love life, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're going to do a monthly read first, and then after that, I'm going to pull a spread exactly, specifically for your person, your soulmate, and then we're gonna see what Spirit has to say about them. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, here we go. So, overall energy for this week's reading is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so this is talking about, walking away from something. Okay, for a lot of you, I feel like this is talking about you walking away from the twin, walking away from your old way of life, your old way of doing things, how you relate to people, because it's not, these relationship issues don't just stop at your romantic relationship, Gemini. I feel like it's all of your relationships you've had these type of issues that you're having with this twin. Okay, so it's saying the need to move on, seeking more from life than what you're experiencing, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big changes, a change in priorities. Some of you may even be moving, because at the bottom of this card it says leaving home. Okay, underneath this we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is talking about a windfall of abundance, wise counsel, or good fortune. Okay, you could be getting making purchases like a home or a vehicle, or some type of lucrative contract, or an exciting career opportunity. So a lot of you are putting your energy into the things that you love, and I feel like it's starting to pay off. And it's all because you chose yourself and you walked away from this person. You showed that you had dignity and that you weren't going to put up with somebody else's BS, okay? And I feel like because of that, Spirit is rewarding you with, a lot of lucrative things coming into your life, okay? Then we've got the Eight of Wands showing up here, okay? Spirit is saying you may have too much going on, stress caused by too many positive opportunities, unexpected events or rapid changes, the ability to multitask, and business travel. So you got a lot going on, Gemini, and I feel like it has to do with these opportunities that are starting to come in with this Ace of Pentacles, okay? But Spirit, you got to watch this card, because I'm telling you, Spirit is warning you. When you see this card, I'm telling you the warning signs, because I see them all the time, because they shut my ass down on a regular basis. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, okay? Because my spiritual team don't play about me overworking myself anymore. Because the first time I did this channel, I worked myself to death so much that I was all kinds of stressed out. I lost my hair. I had hair that was all the way down past my shoulder blades. and all my hair came out. It was like all kind of crazy stuff. So they will not let me, once I get to a certain point, they reel me back in. So I'm telling you this story to tell you, I know the warning signs, I know the cards when they starting to tell you. So this card is one of them. Okay. Eight of Wands can talk about communication, fast moving events, a lot of things going on, but Spirit is telling you here at the top of the card that you got too much going on. So this is about you kind of reeling yourself in a little bit. Okay. Then we've got the 10 of Wands here, and this card used to come out for me all the time. And when I see this card, I know it's DEFCON. I gotta stop. Whatever I'm doing, I have to stop, because if I don't stop, Spirit will find a way to stop me. So you need to listen to what they're trying to tell you. Okay. So it's saying working too hard or too many hours, the need for balance in life, let others help you. And it under the bottom there, it says health problems due to stress. So this is where you're headed if you don't stop working. Health problems due to stress. It's possible that this could happen. Okay. I'm not wishing this on you or trying to speak it into existence, but Spirit is putting this in my spirit to warn you that you got to slow down. And let me tell you this, you want to be in a relationship with somebody, this got to stop, Gemini. This has to stop. You got too much going on, because you have to make space in your life for this person to be there, just like they have to make space for you as well. And I know for a lot of you, I get it, because I'm a workaholic too. And I will sit and work and work and work and work if Spirit will allow me to do that. But now you are moving into a different phase of your life where you're being rewarded for you walking away from this other connection. And I understand a lot of you are finding your passions, you're finding the things that you love to do, and you're so grateful and so excited about it until you just going and charging full steam ahead. But you can't let this get out of hand, because if you let this get out of hand, it's going to turn on you, and it's not going to be in a good way. And this, you being out of balance by you working too much and not having a lot of play, will halt this soulmate from coming into your life. So I'm just letting you know. Okay. All right. So then we've got the Hermit card coming up here. This is Virgo energy. Time spent in peaceful meditation. Oh, let me try this again. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a mentor, a spiritual mentor, self-discovery. Okay. So this is about, you using this energy to heal what has gone on. Okay. Because working yourself to death, it's a good distraction, but it's not healthy, is what Spirit is trying to tell you. So they're telling you there's a better way to do it, like time with meditation, taking time to isolate yourself, spending time by yourself until you're able to, have your come to Jesus moment and heal what it is you need to heal with the Hermit card. Because look, you got a lot of worry going on. This can talk about nightmares, sleepless nights, crying, and you gotta figure out a better way to handle this. Okay, Gemini. Okay, so we're going to start by clarifying this Eight of Cups. Okay, so the card that's coming up for you is the Hope card. So you are trying to have hope that this situation is going to work out. You moved away from this other person, all right? And I feel like you're heading towards hope, because you realize that, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a new person coming, okay? But like I said, you have to watch what you do now. You got to kind of like walk on eggshells a little bit with the way you moving through your life, because if you're out of balance in any kind of way, it's going to stop, your manifestation, this new person from coming into your life. You have to be careful about what you do. You got to heal yourself, do the healing. And then you also have to make sure your life is balanced. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your person, we have the opportunities card here. Okay. So this is talking about, this person sees you and this relationship with you as an opportunity, but I don't feel like it's an opportunity like, they're looking to, what is the word, to like get over on you or anything like that. I don't think it's like that. I think they realize the two of you coming together, you're going to open up doors and opportunities for each other. Okay. All right. So the first card we're going to take a look here represents the main theme of the month. So we've got the Strength card. This is Leo energy, and it is talking about, believing in yourself, building up your courage and your inner strength to get through what has happened, with this other person here, the one that you had to leave. It's also talking about personal power and assertiveness, okay, portrayed with kindness and realizing you're stronger than you knew you were. All right, so you can get over this, whatever you're going through as a fallout from what happened with this person. Spirit is telling you you're strong enough to get through it, even at your low points, when you forget who you are, Gemini, and you start to feel like you're not going to make it. Spirit is telling you to keep pushing forward, because you still got something left, even if you feel like you don't. Okay, all right, let's clarify. Yeah, see, look what you got coming, Gemini. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love this card. Those of you who watch me on a regular basis know I love that card there. So your divine masculine, a new divine masculine is coming. Okay, this is somebody who, look, they may work out, they may have tattoos. This is somebody that looks like they take care of themselves. This is boss energy. Okay, this is big D energy, or big P energy, if you want to say. Males, make it fit. Okay, make it fit what I'm saying, because I know I got a lot of new masculines that watch my channel. So like I said, we're gonna make it fit to what I'm with what I'm saying. All right, so we've got, for your person, all right, this is we're talking about the new person, abandonment issues. So they've got some things they've got to work out as well. So this is talking about feeling left out, codependency. And with this abandonment card, I feel like this is your person trying to clear up their issues to prepare for this connection, because you have to remember, I've told you before, just like you've gone through stuff with your twin, this person was in a connection with somebody else as well, and they went through a lot of stuff as well. So they're having to heal themselves from what has happened. Okay, all right, so next card we have represents the past influences affecting this month for you. So we've got the Knight of Swords showing up. So air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is talking about, it's a love offer coming in. All right, so this is something that's coming in and moving very fast and moving with speed. But like I said, you got to make sure you clear the path for this person by making sure you're balanced and making sure that you're making space in your life for this person and doing what you need to do to prepare yourself for this connection. Okay, all right, let's clarify. Okay, this can also represent, this Knight of Swords here can also represent you, like just another confirmation that you walked away from this other person. Because just like the Knight of Swords can be somebody coming in, it can also talk about somebody coming out, going out. All right. So we've got the Sorrow card here for you. So it's talking about deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortunes suffered by oneself or others. So you're still trying to heal from what happened with this person, and that's normal. You went through a lot. This person did a lot. Like I said, they tried to break you down, Gemini, and it's normal for you to feel like this. It's normal for you to be in this. And so Spirit is just saying, take the time that you need to heal yourself, but do it in the hermit energy, where you meditate, you take time to yourself, you journal, you do things that make you feel good, and not to just mindlessly work yourself into, because that's going to make your situation worse, because you could, possibly bring on more added stress. You can bring on, like we just talked about, some type of health issue. And so we don't want you, Spirit, neither one of us wants you to go into that situation where you're potentially affecting your health and affecting other areas of your life. Okay, all right. So we've got, for your person, overindulgence. We talking about the new person, and I'm telling you, what you got to understand is this person went through stuff just like you did. That just because they're perfect for you, Gemini, does not mean that they're a perfect person. Okay, they've got things they have to overcome as well. This person got dragged just like you got dragged by the other person. They were, treated like, I don't want to say that, that's the word that came into my head, like treated like scum, treated like, they didn't have any worth. Like the person they were with didn't see their value. They may have been with them, for money or for other opportunities. And, you know that. it can all start out beautiful and nice in the beginning, but the longer you're with somebody, the more you start to see a person's true colors. And I feel like that's what happened with your person. They started to see who that person really was. And I feel like this has been a chain of events, just like it's been in your life. And this person is going through their thing. All right. And I feel like they're doing what they can to get through stuff. They could be a workaholic like you are. It could be a situation, it could be alcohol. It could be, some type of drug. It could be food. It could be going to the gym too much. Like I tell everybody, it doesn't have to be anything illicit with this overindulgence card. It's just something that they're putting too much of their time in and not using that hermit energy to heal. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents the roadblocks for this month. Okay. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. This is an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the long-term stable and committed relationship. So I feel like, this is a roadblock for a lot of you because you gotta walk the path a certain way. You have to you're relaying your foundation. When you walked away from this other person with this Eight of Cups here, it was like a tower moment. So it tore down the old foundation. So you're now rebuilding it. And I feel like that's why this is a roadblock for you, because you haven't had this type of relationship in order to know how to rebuild the foundation properly. But that's why you got this new person coming that's gonna help you with that when the time comes. Okay. Yeah, see, you got anger. You're angry, Gemini, and you got every right to be angry. I would never sit here and tell you that the shit you went through with this other person, that you should be happy go lucky and like, oh, it's okay, this and that. Because I was like this too when the stuff first went down with me and that person. I was angry for like a whole entire fucking month. Okay, a whole month, and I didn't understand because this was before I realized this person was my twin, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't. Why am I angry? I'm like, I don't know this person. Why am I angry at them like this? And then it just kept on, and because spirit kept trying to tell me, and I just wasn't listening to what they were saying because I was so fucking angry. And then when I really sat down and thought about it, I was like, oh shit, this is my fucking twin. That's why I'm fucking angry like this. So I know, I understand exactly what you're going through, but you may have to put on some damn boxing gloves and get a damn punching bag and beat the fuck out of it to get out of this anger. Whatever you got to do this without harming yourself or making your life worse, that's what you need to do. So like I said, you may have to, get a damn piece of paper and a pen and write a goddamn letter and tell this person, cuss them out and call them all kind of crazy stuff you need to call them, and then burn it. You may need to I don't know, go outside and get a damn rock and beat the ground. Because I would say beat a tree, but I don't want to hurt the trees because they live in things like we are, and just like you wouldn't want nobody to pick up no rock and beat you, I wouldn't tell you to advise you to go and do that. But I mean, go out and do something like maybe those rooms. What are those rooms they call? They call where they go in and they break things. They have all this old shit set up like cars and old computers and stuff like that. Like this is a rage room or something like that, and you go and you beat up stuff. Maybe you need to go do that. Whatever is going to help you to deal with this anger. Spirit is saying use a healthy way to do it, but working yourself into the ground and grinding yourself into the ground is not going to help things. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your person, there's the toxic addiction card. Like I said, whatever happened to you and whatever happened to this soulmate, the two of y'all got laid fucking low. Okay. And so I feel like everybody has their thing. You know what I'm saying? So this is coming up twice because this card can talk about possible drinking. Okay, that's one of the things that's under it. Okay, so I feel like this person is trying to get themselves together. Don't look down on this person, Gemini. Okay, because they human just like you, and you got to think about how fucked up you felt when this person first like took your feelings and ran them over a fucking cheese grater. Think about how you felt. So this person, like I said, this is a good person. This person has a lot of feelings for you, but they are trying to overcome what happened with this other person. And just like you would want them to give you grace and not be looking at you crazy because you showing up like this or you showing up like this, please give them the same grace, because this person is someone that means you well and is not trying to, not trying to do you wrong or anything like that. But they've got to recover from what they went through, because like I said, it's been a chain of events. It's been a succession of bad relationships, just like the same thing that's happened with you. Okay. All right. So this next card is talking about the possibilities of the month. So we got the Five of Pentacles showing up here, feeling left out in the cold. This can talk about, ghosting, all kinds of messed up stuff. Okay. Fears around money, negative thoughts manifesting into real challenges. That's what I feel like it is. I feel like the anger and the sorrow that you feeling about this person, you're thinking a lot of negative thoughts, Gemini, and those thoughts are turning on you, because wherever you put your thoughts, right, that's where the energy goes. So you gotta shake yourself, Gemini, and come out of this energy, because it's not helping you. Because you don't wanna end up in this energy for a second time for the month of October. You don't want to end up like that, because think about it. This person already put you through some shit like this. So don't put yourself back through it because of what happened. Okay? Because that's not doing anything but making this person happy, because they want to keep you stuck. They want you to be like this. They want you to be crying over spilled milk and feeling like you can't move on and feeling like you broke down and all this kind of stuff. They want you to feel like this. And so, like I said, Spirit is not saying that you should make light of your feelings and not do the things you need to do to feel your feelings. But they're telling you, don't marinate in it. Don't get in it and like you getting in the bed and pulling the covers up over your head. Don't do that. Don't let your life stop, or you resort to unhealthy things because of what this person did to you, because what they did to you was fucked up. And this says more about this person than it does about you. Okay. But because I told you, I always tell you, motherfucker can hurt my feelings all day long, but they can't fucking break me, because that's what this person is trying to do to you, Gemini. So you got to get it together. Okay. You got to get it together, because I'm not going to sugarcoat in here, up in here. You are strong. And like I said, we all go through shit, and everything is a motherfucking test in this life. And so this was a test of your faith. What if you could go through this and bounce back, okay? And it may take you some time to do that, but you need to get that resolve in your head and realize, hey, I'm not going to let this motherfucker do this to me. Because if you do that, then they have won, not once, but twice, because they put you in the energy and then you're staying in it and you're allowing this person to win, because all they're going to do is come back when you knock down and beaten down like this. And then they're going to be trying to come back in. They're going to be trying to sweet talk their way back in, because all they want to do is use you for sex and use you for attention, use you for all these things, and not give you anything in return. And you don't deserve that. You have somebody new coming into your life that is going to be the complete and utter antithesis of this person. And so in order for you to be receptive to that, you got to get yourself together, Gemini. You got to get yourself together. You got to know that you can do it, because I can tell you all day long that you can do it, but you have to believe that you can do it. Okay. All right. So we got two cards that fell here. The first one is divine timing. Spirit is saying that, divine timing is at play. You may want this new person to come in, but clearly you are not ready. And we know that this person is not ready either, because the two of you are mirroring each other. Okay. You have your anger and your feelings to get over, and this person has their stuff that they have to get over as well. Okay. But like I said, you have something that you've always been dreaming of that is about to come your way. But in order for you to get it, like I told you, nothing comes for free. You got to get over this hump. You got to get over this hardship that you're going through, and not let it take you down. Okay. So we've got the telepathy card here. So I feel like, the new person, your soulmate, is, communicating with you, through telepathy, through music, you songs. Like I said, you may hear random songs pop in your head. You may get messages. You may see certain things. And it, it's your person trying to communicate with you, because I feel like you can feel that this person is going through something, and they can feel that you are as well. Because like I told you, the both of you mirror. All right. So now we're going to take this down, and now I'm going to do a spread for your person to see exactly what's happening with them. Okay. All right, here we go. Hang on. One second. Let me shuffle these other cards here. You gotta, for that spirit is telling you, you gotta forgive that person, because that's what's gonna free you from this depression. Okay, you have to forgive them, because it's not about them, it's about you, because they want you to be stuck. All right. So if that's not enough for you to kick yourself in the butt and tell yourself you gotta get up, because like I said, I'm not gonna let nobody, I guess that's a Scorpio in me. I'm not gonna let no damn body keep me fucking down, especially if I know that's what they want. That's what they want. That makes me want to get up and do stuff. It makes me wanna be like, nah, if you get up and give them the finger and show them what's really going on. Okay. All right. So let me do this spread for your person, for Gemini's person, please, spirit. Okay, here we go. So overall energy for this person's reading is the Justice card reversed. It's Libra energy, and it's talking about, it says blame and guilt, unjust. So they feel like, what they went through, just like you feel like you got the short end of the stick. This person feels that same way. Okay. They are, yeah, see, they look, the Five of Swords is underneath this. So it's talking about, making amends. Like they're wanting this person, they feel like this person owes them an apology for the way that they treated them, because it's like, look, this is what I feel like really happened, where they acted like they were, they were meaning well, when in all actuality, look, they have a knife behind their back. So this person was stabbed in the back by this person. Okay. And then look, they got the Ten of Wands, just like you got the Ten of Wands. So this is about them carrying these burdens, and I feel like, they're letting them go, because you see it says offload. What a relief. It's reversed. So it's them putting these burdens down. So like I said, this person is trying to prepare. I feel like you are helping the feelings they have for you, Gemini. You are helping them to move through this at a quicker pace than they probably would have had you not existed. Because I feel like this person pretty much gave up on love until they saw you and fell in love with you. Okay. All right. So let's clarify this unjust card. Yeah, so spirituality, this person is turning around and leaning back into their spirituality, because they're tapped in like you. They're an empath like you. Okay, this is not going to be a narcissistic, empathic connection like it was with the twin. Okay, both of you are empaths. Okay, so you've both been done wrong. You both will understand where the other person is coming from, because you've had very similar experiences. Okay, I'm telling you, when you sit down and talk to this person, they're going to be telling you stuff, and you're going to be like, oh my God, that same thing happened to me, and vice versa. Okay, all right. So we got the Strength card here, Leo energy, showing up like it showed up for you. Like I said, you're mirroring each other. So Spirit is saying that this person, it's normal for this to happen, for you to lose the belief in yourself. Because when people do you like this, it like shakes your foundation. It shakes your faith in people. And so and then especially if it's been done over and over and over and over again, because it's like it chips at you. But you got to keep getting back up, is what Spirit is trying to tell you. You have to let these people know that you're not going to let nobody drag you down to this point. Okay. So this person, I feel like they're slowly putting themselves back together. Like I said, I feel like your love is an impetus to them, for them doing this. All right. Let me clarify. Yeah. See, they're taking a lot of time out to themselves, having a lot of solitude. Look at the bottom of your deck. Isolation. So you're both, I feel like, trying to do the same thing in order to come back the way you need to come back. Okay. So like I said, this person, Hierophant card, is the second card that's showing up here. This is Taurus energy. This person wants to marry you. All right. Like I told you, this person had given up on love and was like, fuck this. I'll just be by myself for the rest of my life. And I feel like when you came into the picture, like I said, it was love at first sight. All of a sudden, this person is thinking about marriage, thinking about all these things that they swore they would never think about ever again. Okay. Yeah. See, they're thinking a lot about being with you and the two of you being together. And like I said, it is helping this person bolstering their resolve to get through this because they want to get to you. Okay. Then we've got the Seven of Cups reversed. So this person, they've already made their choice. This is somebody. Look at this person. Hold on. Let me see if I find this card. Because I want you to see this person again. This person got a lot of options. They can be with anybody they fucking want to be with. Okay? When you look like this, you can be with anybody you want to be with, right? Within reason. And I feel like that's what's up. This person got people coming at them, coming out of the woodwork at them all the time. And I feel like they get tired of it. But they found the person that they want to be with is you. And they don't care about the other options. That's why this Seven of Cups is reversed. Okay. So this is about them like having clarity and knowing who they're supposed to be with. They know that you're the one. Okay. All right. Let me clarify it. Yeah. See, they had to make a choice. All right. And I feel like they've already made it. And it's you. But it's you coming up on a choice as well. Because I told you, as soon as you and this person get together and decide you want to be with each other, here come old boy or old girl trying to come in and mess you up. But like I said, all they trying to do is drag you back into the same shit you in right now. They trying to drag you back into that in the future. That's what they're going to be trying to do. Okay. Okay. The last card we have here is the Two of Swords. It says a rock in a hard place. This is about, again, like having your head stuck in the sand, refusing to see certain things. Okay. Having obstacles when it comes to this situation, being frozen and indecision. So let me clarify this and see what Spirit is saying about it. Yeah, see, they know who you are. I feel like the indecision may be how to come towards you, because I feel like for a lot of your people, they feel very intimidated by you. Okay, so this is about them, having a coming to Jesus moment, building up their courage, believing in themselves, knowing that they can do anything. Because I feel like this is somebody who nobody intimidates them but you. Okay. So I feel like they're going to get it together. All right. But I think they feel extra intimidated because of what went on with this other person. And they just gotta take a little time to build themselves back up, just like you do. Okay. But you got to forgive that twin, man. You got to let it go, because when you forgive them, that's going to clear out a lot of this energy and a lot of that anger. Okay. So we've got acceptance here. This is from Spirit. It's saying everything happens for a reason. Then we have denial, detach with love to clearly see the truth. Then we have release, radical acceptance, and surrender can help you let go. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get some messages from your person. Okay, so we got two cards that fell. One says inspiration, the other one says signs. This is inspiration, and there is signs. So inspiration says, there is no one else who inspires me the way you do. I am so proud of you, your achievements and gifts. Your love really gives me strength and courage to strive for more out of life. Like I said, you are pushing this person forward. You're pushing them and helping them to get through what they've got to get through, because like I said, you're the light at the end of their tunnel. Okay. All right. Then we've got signs. I am reminded of you constantly. I have been seeing so many signs and synchronicities that remind me of you. It's made me feel certain that you are the one for me and we have a brighter future. I just have to figure out how to follow them. I'm gaining the strength and courage for that. Okay. So this person thinks about you all the time. Hold on. Okay, so we've got, you're the only one I see. I told you this person's already made their decision, and you're the person that they want to be with. Like I said, because they could be with anybody. Not to say that you can't, but I'm just saying this is, a high value person, a very special person that's coming your way. All right, just like you are. Okay, then we've got, you're all I've ever hoped for. You're my dream person. Like I said, this person dreams about you. You're their dream woman or dream man. Okay. I can't keep going on without you. So this person is getting tired of the distance between the two of you, the separation between the two of you, and they want to come together with you just like you want to come together with them. Okay. All right. So we're going to get one more oracle card from the Lover's Oracle deck before I let you go. Okay. It says, wait. Let me show you the card. Hold on. I gotta do it like that. And it says, wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So, like I said, both of you are doing the healing you need to do to prepare for this connection. So, when y'all are wondering where your person is, why they aren't here yet, and you're sitting in that Five of Pentacles energy because you're ready for them to come, you got to be ready just like they got to be ready. And as you can see, there's healing that needs to be done on both sides. Okay. All right, Gemini, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Gemini.